Hello, Craig. Hello, GameBot. GameBot's not actually in, but there you go. Hello, GameBot. Sorry. Um, almost forgot about you. Um, last
It
time
doesn't
on Well
forgive
Dressed
you.
Bone? Probably not. GameBot says, I already forgot what happened. I'm like a sheep. Um, that's gonna date this opening. Um, last time on
They're
Well
all
Dressed
dead.
Bones,
Whatever.
our party was in England, a land of various forms of animal husbandry, and we were investigating the disappearance of some objects from the British Museum, some random things from the Egyptian and Mesopotamian exhibits, but also a canopic jar, and that was seemingly stolen by our old friend Kitsune, but not in actuality, because it seems like Kitsune was not actually the one who stole it. Kitsune was being hunted, pursued by somebody named Sir Eldridge, who was a um, sort of an attack dog for the Maharu, and it really has seemed over time like the Maharu's priority is more finding out where Eldritch is and what he knows specifically, rather than actually trying to find Kitsune, which does mean that it's very unfortunate when you guys do discover what is left of Sir Eldridge, having been killed, throat slit in a hotel room next to a crumbling wall. Um, and you have found Eldridge staying in a nice hotel in a room overlooking the alleyway entrance of the bar that Kitsune has been frequenting, and where one of the stolen items has shown up, which Fish has not shared with anyone. Um, and with that, we open up session with you guys slowly closing the door to the hotel room as you decided that it was probably time to leave.
Oh, Eldritch Sight and investigation roll actually first,
Okay.
please.
Genuinely, last session, you guys were like, oh, we'll just close that
What? No.
and leave.
Yes, like Fish is doing absolutely the halfest of ass of a job,
Oh, of
but
course.
still.
Okay, give me an investigation check, and we'll include Eldritch Sight in that.
The halfest ass job. Uh,
Nat 20.
uh, Damn. Okay. Investigation is actually 8.
Okay. With an 8, you're looking around. The room is pretty sparse. There is just like a little gentleman's tote, like looks extremely expensive, but just a tiny little day bag that is open that you can see some folded clothes in, and as far as you can tell, nothing else in this room. With an 8, it does genuinely look like Eldritch came here with a change of clothes, dragged a chair over to the window, sat down, and has otherwise not been like doing anything in this room, has not settled in, has not made himself comfortable, just watching.
Fish goes through the clothes, the tote anyway, just in case there's something secret in there.
Okay. With an 8, you don't notice that you are not the first person to rifle through this.
Yeah.
So you look through. There is a change of clothes, very nicely pressed, some socks, a notepad that you quickly flip through. Looks like some pages have been torn out, but it's empty. And a pen, the sending stone. That's it.
Fish goes, no leads here, ladies. Ellie, you are muted.
Can they do a general perception check just to see if anything stands out to her, or even like based on her passive, what jumps out?
Sure. Yeah. Give me a perception check. I think with your passive perception, you were very like drawn to the weirdness of the wall
Okay,
being like
maybe it's the wall.
this crumbling wall that is happening in here. I also think because your passive perception and investigation are both decent, you do kind of see like in classic, you know. CSI crime drama sense. You're
Yeah,
like, there's no
enhance.
void in the blood. There's just like this perfect spray covering everything, as if nothing has been like moved or removed or nobody was standing there.
The Disco Elysium thing.
With the crack in the wall, when May stands next to it, does she get anything with her tremor sense? Like, is there an empty space at all?
This wall is this is a nice-ish but not overly large hotel room. This wall connects to the room next door.
Okay.
If you were to you know, blow a hole in this wall, you just walk into a probably identical hotel room next door.
Okay, I guess I'll do a perception check now. That's an 11.
Okay. With an 11, you just kind of like, you probably very carefully kind of approach and touch into this crumbling wall, and it's just like starting to disintegrate in your hands, but it's just like this very top layer of like drywall and paint that's coming off. Underneath it seems solid enough.
Okay. Can May go over to the body and do a specific investigation? I guess like her thing is it actually the throat slit that killed him, or is it something else? We all know it is because it's Billy Ray, but
We do.
Yeah, like-
we
Yeah.
know, but
Yeah.
they don't
Yeah.
know. And I-
People are like,
and
this is fucking dumb.
I don't
Yeah.
mean like not critiquing. I think it's a good move to do it, but
Yeah.
like Fish is like at the door being like, May, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. We know he's dead. And then he goes,
Cal's like, are you trying to
Fish
make
goes,
sure
"Oh,
it's
shit."
actually him and not like has like maybe it's like, yeah, maybe we have to see if he has like a facade spell or something and he's not him. He's just a
Yeah.
body that looks like him.
Take a look and also pat him down. See if there's anything on him that
Okay.
might be of use.
Yeah, give me an investigation.
That's better. That's a 23.
With a 23, you're going up. You're taking a look at him. The face is obviously slackened in death, and all the blood has drained out. So it is like a little bit unrecognizable at first, but clearly the body hasn't moved in any way since he died. So you can still kind of like, you know, fill out the face a little bit, flush out the cheeks, and you see the man from the missing poster in the sanctuary.
Has Red and Water set in? Or alternatively, has it been gone?
With that role, it has probably come and gone. It seems the blood is no longer even a little bit wet. It is dried to this kind of deep brown around. You do notice that there's no void of someone getting sprayed, so he was probably neck slit from behind. He's definitely dead, and he doesn't have any sort of defensive wounds or anything like that. And you know, it's very easy for a body that's starting to decay to kind of slump out of a chair. So if he was, you know, if he was moving at all when he died, or was getting up out of his chair or surprised by somebody or whatever, he probably would have slumped out of his chair. The fact that this body is just sitting there like perfectly still means that he died almost instantaneously without perhaps knowing anyone was there.
Okay. And nothing on the body that might be a
As
clue?
your very very delicate touch, trying to keep your hands out of any dried blood, doing kind of a once over, you can see the first signs of disturbance, which is that his pockets have been turned inside out. There is like dried blood on the inside of the pockets, as if he was still like kind of actively bleeding when this happened. It happened kind of in the moments of death or immediately afterwards. But someone gave him a once over and went if there was see if there was anything of interest in him, maybe looking for something specific. You see his wallet is over on the side table next to the crumbling wall. You're looking at that thinking it makes sense if it was in his pocket, and it's not, perfectly lined up. You can see these like this like starched shirt and pants in the bag. Clearly a very particular man. The wallet's like a little bit askew, sitting on the table as if someone tossed it there. And you just kind of lift it open a little bit with a pinky and see that all the cash is missing.
Okay.
Nice one, Billy Ray.
Yeah. Is it reasonable for May to think that this is potentially the same person who ransacked his office?
This place is not like tossed the way his office was. Like, I think if you really really looked, with that 21 or whatever, you can see like, oh, this drawer is like not all the way pushed in. It's ever so slightly outward. Did somebody searching do that, or was that just housekeeping, or we didn't even know that this guy touched this drawer? That kind of thing of being like his office was like torn apart, everything taken, even if it wasn't necessarily relevant to what the person was looking for. This is a lot more professional and less desperate, for lack of a better term.
Okay. All right. Also, did Fish not get anything with Eldritch Sight?
With Eldritch Sight, I forgot to include that, sorry. With Eldritch Sight and an 8, there is a faint trace of magic around the crumbling wall. No other magical sources in this room that you recognize. If you had not seen this guy's photo in the sanctuary, you would assume this was just a mortal on mortal crime. This was a mortal man who died in a mortal hotel room.
Yeah, and with the 8 investigation, Fish has totally extrapolated the wrong thing, and it's just like, well, yeah, we know he was probably magic. That's just a lingering effect.
Yeah, with an 8, Fish is probably like May, why are you hanging out around really like poking this guy? Like we should go.
Yeah, May we are we found him. Good job.
Does the crack line up with behind where Eldritch is sitting?
It is not. It is not sort of behind where he is sitting exactly. It's sort of to the back right, so it would not be like immediately in his view from where he was sitting, but it's not like fully hidden. He could very easily turn his head and see it. One thing you don't know, and I think with a 21 it's reasonable to kind of like put this together. You don't know what 23. Thank you, Ink. With a 23, you don't know what time he died. You don't know if this was a darker room then, and therefore something like that is less noticeable. You don't know if it was early morning. You don't know if it was late at night. You only have a very vague sense of timeline of when this happened. It's entirely possible that was there before he even checked into the room and he just didn't see it. You don't really have a
Yeah,
sense
it's
of the
just a crack.
timeline.
It's just
We
a
should
crack
put
in
a
the
painting
wall.
up.
Yeah. Okay. May takes a mental picture with Kat, just with the intention of like, well, at least that way I can prove to them that I've found him.
I think you have the option of doing like a wide shot that gets all the evidence, or like a close shot that is like, this is the guy.
And Fish is like, May, hold on.
Yeah, let's do a wide shot.
Cal goes, "You're really putting together quite a slideshow of Fish on Cat at this rate."
Yeah.
Well, that's what she's for, right?
Just trying to think what we do next. This is Ellie saying this. It's like, I don't know that we necessarily want to tell the Maharu right away because we don't have any more information about why or who.
Agreed.
The degree
I also feel
to
like
which
we
you
need to
wanna
get out of here sooner rather
Yeah.
than later because we do
Yeah.
not
The
want to be
degree
chumps sitting at the murder crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, the degree to which you want to be involved is certainly a question. There's this whole thing of like, maybe we do or don't want to tell the Maharu right away. The sanctuary was also looking for him, but then the sanctuary seems to be tied in with the Maharu in this matter. So is that not functionally the same thing? But then you've also got Detective Stone and the assistant administrator, who seem to be a little more anti-Maharu, but then it's
Yeah.
like, you don't know them well enough to know if they'll be like, yeah, thanks, and then we're gonna go report it. You kind of have to take a leap of faith if you're gonna be calling anyone official. You don't really know the parties involved that well. So anything's going to be a little bit of a risk. There's also, the possibility of like an anonymous report of just being like, find a payphone and be like, hey, there's a smell coming from this room, hang up. Or calling the Mortal Police, just assuming it will get back to the Maharu or something like that, give you time to bounce. There's also kind of the fact of being like, Eldritch is very clearly sitting at this window, looking at this bar that Fish was just visiting, the one where Kitsune was going. So there is also this,
like, Fish reiterates. It's like, okay, well, he was watching Kit, but Kit's not a murderer.
Probably.
Yeah, Cal goes, you don't know that.
They go, Kit's not a murderer the same way that I'm not a murderer. Like, we've definitely killed people, but it doesn't mean that that's like what I am professionally.
Think about it first.
Yeah,
I
didn't
see.
go out of your way.
Yeah.
Fish, in a moment of clarity, is like, do you see how like clean and professional this is? Not
yeah.
it.
This was someone thought about it.
And also, didn't we still have a witness up north still to go to?
That was Metal went and spoke to the widow.
The wife.
Yes. Okay.
And
for some reason.
you were potentially going to check in with the sanctuary again. You were potentially going to explore the bar more and kind of the people in there and try and like track down where Kit actually is. But the one up north was the widow, who Metal has all of that information. Metal is also like kind of like in it, like near the door, kind of with Fish, being like, yeah, let's go. Go. She looks a little not well, kind of like, oh, like just very much like, oh, it's like solving mysteries and like helping people is like really good, and then
Yeah.
like going into the butcher's room and being like, oh, I forgot about this part. This part
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah. Fish, like fully just says, I'll continue to camp the bar until Kit shows up, and then we'll
The
have a
other
word with
reason
him.
I was bringing it up that would probably occur to you is being like, if you can see that he's looking at the bar, so can anyone else who investigates this. And
Yeah.
so there is this kind of like, the bar is across the street. If this place gets cordoned off for a murder, would that affect that? Would it affect the people coming and going? Would it expose? Would the Maharu find out about the bar? Yeah, it's that's part of the larger question of like what to do with this information.
Yeah.
I think we should go back into the bar and leverage Fish's new contact, for lack of a better word. May hustles out of the room and closes the door and says, I think we should go check in with your new friends, Fish.
Okay, I mean, it is going to diminish my tough guy reputation to just walk in with a bunch of chicks, but
Oh yes, because nothing's less impressive than being surrounded by attractive women.
May's like taking out her guns and making sure they're like on her hip and
Run,
stuff.
yeah.
And like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Fish isn't
Sorry, I
the
gotta
type
get out
to
of
nag. I
normie
just think it would
mode.
have been funny if Fish was like, I mean, yeah, where are they?
Yeah. What are we gonna like? Should we loop in Stone at least?
I don't think so yet.
Okay, your call.
Yeah, and May's going to like jacket off, guns out, tats out, tough guy, sexy mode activated. But
Cal looks at her and Metal and goes, we can't do that. Do you have
haven't
extra leather
tried.
jackets?
Oh, May just tosses Cal hers.
All right, well,
I think
what about
May and Cal
Metal?
are having this conversation, and you're like, yeah, and Metal, and you turn back, and Metal is like wiping fingerprints off the door frame in the handle. Like, I forgot about this part. This part sucks.
And I don't know, we'll give Metal a mohawk on the way over. Nothing drastic.
All right. Well,
Can you make me tough too?
No, that's
you already
impossible.
are tough. They already know you there and like you.
You pick Ekino up from where he was just sitting in the hallway, keeping watch, but also being away from the dead body.
Yeah.
May runs her hand over Kekino's fur backwards so it spikes up. And it's like,
Yeah.
tough. Now you're very tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grr, I'm mean.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Yes, he is. He's so mean. Oh, he's a mean boy.
Kekino, even the mean to us, you might be able to bite them. That would be very mean.
And you could also say a swear.
2 swears.
Okay.
This is the best thing ever.
All right. I just want to remind everybody what he's done here might not be able to be undone.
No, I still have one left.
Use it wisely. Use it wisely, my son.
Ekino goes, and just like a toothpick rolls out into his lip. Goes,
And you take it from Dad.
That was okay.
All right, down the street, down the road to the
Yeah.
Fuck me, I can't speak. The bar. Off we go.
Yeah.
Okay, you're heading out of the hotel. Nobody seems to be coming to this floor, so that's pretty good. Metal, who kind of got you in here, just swings by the front desk and um, goes like, "Room 106 wants to not be disturbed." Okay, thanks.
Oh, way to put yourself on the suspect list, but okay.
She is not good at this. She has been out of the game for a little bit of time. um, as you head out onto the street, um, once again, this this little nice hotel is sort of an island in a rougher part of town. You can see that as you get farther away, there starts to be like a nice greengrocer's. There starts to be some signs of like the encroachment of the gentrification of the city. But you're right here on the edge, and from the bar side out, just like really shittily maintained row houses, small little alleyways, just a city in transition. A lot of factories, still a lot of smog. As you head on over to the bar, any sort of are you going in to ask questions? Are you kind of staking it out? Are you
Finish is not asking
gonna
questions.
search
That
around?
portion is already done. They're just going to go
Mhm.
and sit in camp.
Okay.
They already have established their reputation, so they're allowed to do that. And they're like, "Sorry, mate, you're gonna have to do that. You're gonna have to work up the ladder yourself."
Sure, who should I start with?
Okay. Well, they told her about Gruesome Crav, with not understanding what precisely the situation was there, but being like, yeah,
I'm definitely an expert.
faceless mafia. Don't drink anything, but do order something. And yeah.
All right, give me a good table. I'll see what I can rustle up. Are either of the girls going to come with me?
Hell's so uncomfortable. She's just, I think Metal's like, hey, I'm tough. And Kel's like,
Yeah.
this is not in my wheelhouse. I can be scary woman or smart, boring woman. Those are the two things I know how to do.
Hey, you can be scary and smart at the same time.
Fine. Not the point. I don't know. Tell me where to stand. Should I just? I can just be invisible. I can just do a pass without trace and just not be part of the wall.
If you want to do that and maybe do some eavesdropping, perhaps we'll pick something up.
Fine. Yes. Fine with that plan. I'm not. Here's your jacket.
Oh, thank you. They have like rakishly had it over one shoulder.
All right then, Metal. What's
You can enjoy this a little less. A man died today, May. Show some
Yes,
decorum.
I'm going to find out who and how.
Metal? How about you stay on this side of the road and watch from outside and call us if anyone is coming.
Okay. I'll be the lookout.
Yeah.
Metal seems a little thankful as she was getting like more and more anxious. You could see her. She was like as you guys were walking across the road, getting into this alley. You're sharing all this information. She's like, okay, and then I just kind of like I swear, and then you can like flick, and then like some fire comes out. And,
like click down the alleyway.
and then you were like, why don't you go back across the road and keep watch? He's like, okay, yeah.
Cal does a pass without trace on her, Metal, and Kakano.
All right.
Kekano is okay to be visible. They've already seen
He's okay
him.
to be visible, but I imagine that because he's little, if we're like, go through the fucking door, I want the party on.
Yep.
Yeah. No, you're
remember,
right.
pass without trace does not make you less noticeable. It gives you the ability to be less noticeable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's not like he's visible. It just means like if we want him to do a stealth check, I don't want to have to worry about it later.
No, got it. Sorry.
Especially to non-necromancers, Pass Without Trace essentially just looks like your shadow goes from like just this kind of light interruption of light to like a really deep well of blackness, and then if you want to hide, you can kind of like wrap it around you and have people avoid looking at you. But it's pretty much unnoticeable to the not just magically inclined, but like non-necromantic people. Okay, as Metal posts up, keeping watch, you see her kind of take out one of her sending stones and kind of tuck it against her, so she's ready to subtly send you information if something happens. You head towards the bar. This is once again the first look for May and Cal. May is probably struck a little bit more than Fish was by being like, it's a sorcerer bar, as shown by the fact that the signage is just a carved magic symbol.
What is the symbol? Out of interest.
Beer. It is
right.
a poorly carved symbol for beer. Poorly carved, probably on purpose, so that it doesn't actually activate magic. But this kind of being like,
Fish fixes it up. It still doesn't work.
Yeah.
Fish goes, "Can you give me a step ladder? It's just really bothering me." I think Fish is more used to kind of, the weaving in and out of magical spaces. Cal kind of doesn't really know enough about the larger world, although she's obviously getting more experience to be like, oh, it's kind of odd. May, I think, is like, used to like secret passages that take you to the sorceress places, or we've got our own sorceress towns outside. Just being like a normal bar in the middle of the city and just being like, yeah, if you come in and you're not magic, we kick your ass and we dump you on the street. It's kind of like, that's a little weird, but I guess that works.
I want to say that Fish comes in round the back, which is the way that they left. And it's staggered, so it's not like, oh, we're all here at the one time. Don't freak out.
I will remind you that there is essentially one entrance to the bar itself, like this alley kind of dead ends in the entrance.
Okay.
What you discovered was if you go around through the alleys, there's essentially a cellar entrance that goes down into the non-public areas that you decided to not yet explore.
Okay.
So there is kind of like it may not cross your mind how purposeful it is, but this is a bar that is like purposely designed that like everyone who comes through the door gets looked over by everybody else sitting there. There's no way to like sneak in.
Okay. Then maybe Fish will watch the cellar.
Okay.
Not come in yet. Yeah.
See if Kit comes racing out.
Yeah, with just a bunch of. Like, what?
Okay. Well, May goes through the front entrance, and I guess makes a beeline for the bartender.
Same way that that Fish experienced, it like instantly gets quieter as everybody is like turning and looking at you, and
a baby.
And the conversation just turns to quieter murmurs as everyone gets an eyeful. You are not known here, and people seem very inherently suspicious. When you just water off a duck's back, just ignore it and go back in, head up to the bartender. You get the same kind of grilling that unbeknownst to you, Fish got, which is
Fish recapped everything.
Oh, okay. Is essentially, are you a cop? And if you're here to collect a debt from Johan, he's dead, and you're not going to be able to.
Well, good thing I'm here for whatever passes for beer in this place, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
But she says it with a smile of like, yeah, just give me a drink. Like,
All right. Pours you a beer and slides it across. Is watching you very closely. Kind of. I'm back in the lighthouse again.
yeah.
Watching
I like
you
the
very close.
lighthouse.
I should let you know.
Isn't this also what happens in the back rooms? Isn't there like a weird like light thing going on there?
I was thinking about Annihilation.
Yeah, it's much more Annihilation. No, the lights
Yeah.
are actually pretty consistent in the back rooms, except for
Oh.
them flickering sometimes.
I'm
But, like, they
glad. I'm
don't-
glad they're paying their electricity bill.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll tell you this. The back rooms are canonically siphoning electricity off of real stores and making the electricity bills go up. Yeah.
I see.
That's very funny. Yeah, I actually like went into my webcam and like reset a bunch of stuff and like tried to fix a bunch of settings to make this not happen, and it did not work. Oh well. As you sit there and get your drink, the bar starts to return to normal as people are getting a little more comfortable with you being there, but still there is this aspect of like people are watching you out of the corners of their eyes. You know, it seems to you not uncommon or unreasonable for like people of law and order to come in here and cause things to happen.
Okay.
You know, pretend to be one of the locals for however long it takes to get answers.
Yeah. How's the beer?
The beer is decent, which is probably better than you expected, considering this place is a fucking hole in the wall.
Okay. May has a drink and just kind of getting a sense of the place, the exits. Can she
There's
roll?
one.
There's
Yeah,
one.
the lack of.
No. Can May roll an insight on the bartender? Specifically with the intent of like, this guy's a tough customer. What do I like? Would bribery work on him? Would be better just to be straight up? Like, what's the vibe?
Yeah, give me that insight roll, and I think this is probably when Cal comes in.
Okay. That's an 11. I'm gonna boost that to a 15.
Okay. With a 15, you are looking at this guy. First of all, didn't say it before. You notice the tip jar. That is a stolen antiquity.
The one thing Fish didn't tell you.
Yeah, the one thing Fish absolutely did not mention. This is, as you know, a genuine Egyptian artifact. That's not worth very much, but is very old and currently missing from the museum with a little sign on it for tips. As you're looking at the barman and kind of getting the sense of this room and this crowd, you realize that if you're the newcomer and people have their eyes on you, they also have eyes on the bartender as well. And therefore, the bartender may act as sort of the lead gatekeeper, keeping out people who don't belong. If you were to try and bribe him or get information out of him or something like that, it is better done where he is not watched, because his reputation for keeping people's secrets is more important than anything you could offer him, at least in a public setting.
Yeah. Cool.
You really get the sense of being like, if you came in and were like, hey, I have some questions about one of your customers, he would be like, and he was like, yeah, sure. He's getting beaten to death that night, and you will find there will be a new bartender the next day that you've never seen before.
Yeah, cool. All right. I guess like May, knowing that Cal will be in shortly, is just going to sit there for a bit and bide her time. Maybe order another beer.
Okay. As Cal enters, how subtle is Cal being?
Cal is like fully like full sneak thing. I don't think she's like crawling along the ceiling. But you know what I mean about being like waits until someone who's quite bigger than her walks in and she slips behind his like substantial shadow and doesn't make any noise, you know, takes off her heels if she has to and then goes ugh.
Yeah, you take off your shoes, you take the first step, and you hear that as you like peel your foot off the sticky floor. You go, okay, never mind, shoes on. Give me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay. Wait over. Alrighty. Uh, 22, and I am remembering my exhaustion this time.
Okay, good. With a and that was with disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold
With
on.
a oh, well done. I thought you said hold on.
Yeah, it's also
No, I said well done.
medium
with
rare. What are we saying? Sorry. That was a
with
bad
a
joke.
I like it.
with a 22, as you slip in, somebody bigger than you, a regular that's greeted warmly by the room, slides in. You slide in next to them. You just sort of slip at the edge of people's attention. You're looking at this room. You know, it's not a big room by any means, but you realize pretty quickly, probably not a big bar culture person is Cal, especially not dive bars. But you are used to seeing where people's attention goes, and you realize that in kind of a ironic way, the shadowy corners of the room are where people hold court, and therefore actually get a fair amount of attention by everyone else. So instead, you pick a table sort of at the edges, near other people, but not like sitting with them. With a 22, as you slip in, people seem to notice that you are there, but they give you like a hesitant nod, like you're someone they recognize, but not quite sure from where, rather than like a total outsider. Maybe you're not going to be trusted with detailed conversations about people's plans as if they were someone they actually knew, but you do not get like the distrust of a stranger as you slip in and take a seat.
Very devout necromancers, these people.
Apparently, yeah.
No, just being like,
I'm making a joke, I know.
Yeah.
I understood that was a joke. I got you, Ink.
As May settles in with her beer and Cal sneaks in, would anyone like to kind of give me a check of the room?
Always.
Yeah.
And you know it's going to be pathetic.
Is there is it just perception or is there
Whatever you want to make, perception, insight, investigation, each will give you different information. It depends on what you're looking for.
I'll do I rolled well, so do I want to do insight or investigation? We'll do insight, 'cause that seems more relevant, and it's also slightly higher. Okay, so that's a 24.
Okay.
Cal-
And with May's perception?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. You two are sort of focusing on different things. May is sort of getting the lay of the land physically, very much, seeing like kind of who is here and what is here. I think if seeing that tip jar, you're also kind of like, let's look around and see if there are any other stolen antiquities that are in this room that I'm just missing. While Callan's focusing more on kind of the
Just
social
goes in.
dynamics
Guys,
of the
hide
flow
your
of the room.
shit.
Hide your shit. The cops are coming.
And Dark's here.
um, as May looks around, you see that probably purposefully, you're starting to notice how kind of the layout of this room works in its favor. How there seems to it is kind of like an odd-shaped room that means there's more dark and shadowed corners than there kind of should be in a normal square room. There is a door going back into whatever back area there is, whether that's storage or you don't know if they have food here. Maybe there's a kitchen. And it is situated so it is fully behind the bar and like right behind the bartender's back, so people can't get back there without being noticed. And with a dirty 20, you're kind of trying to keep track of like the size and layout of the building in your head, having seen it from the outside, and you think like, oh, there is probably a like not inconsiderable amount of space behind that door. It's probably not a closet. It probably is like a room, in addition to the cellar that Fish was telling you about. And you assume the entrance to the cellar is kind of back there as well. You also notice that the decorations in this room, for there are quite a few, start like above head height. Like it is absolutely like bare walls, bare walls, bare walls, some decorations. Things are high enough to avoid being grabbed and thrown at other people. There's probably a lot of bar fights that happen here. All of the tables and chairs and everything have very clearly like mismatched, like they've been broken and replaced or glued back together. A very rough and tumble place. And
May is like, Sinner would love it here.
Yeah. Honestly, if Sinner knew these people, Sinner would love it. If this was like a raw environment Sinner was going into, he'd be so anxious.
Fucking anxiety king. Can we just say that?
He's like, I don't want to kill anybody today, please. Nobody try to big dog me in this bar I'm a stranger in. As you're looking around, you're also noticing the people that are here with a dirty 20. You don't know who Gruesome Crab is necessarily, but you do see a big, very tough-looking guy sitting at his own table holding court to women next to him. The signs of the faceless ones on them in sort of subtle ways, and people giving them a certain amount of deference, kind of nods as they go past. And does May think he's hot? Probably. He's a little bit busted in the same way Sinner is, someone who's been in a lot of fights. Very, very confident in this surrounding, which is inherently attractive. You also see a number of other people who are sort of in the shadows, dealing with their own stuff, are looking at you really nervously and therefore paying more attention to you than sort of the rest of the room. You do wonder if it's kind of like, oh, those are the people with like warrants. There's like definitely the like there's a stranger here, and then being like, is that a cop? Are we gonna get raided? Like higher level anxiety.
May raises her glass to them and then just turns back. Is it another? Yeah, I see. Scruffy sees you. Scruffy don't care.
Like 50% of them give you like a respectful nod and raise the glass. Usually like 2 or 3 of them kind of like crouch down and try to get deeper into the
They're like,
shadows.
"That's
One of them like
definitely a
gets up and
cop."
leaves.
Yeah, look, I say this with so much love, but May is like the most. I'm not a cop, if there
She's
would
like
be.
fully like 21 jump streeting.
May's like, how do I prove I'm not a cop? You got any cocaine?
How do you do, fellow kids? Anyway, he's scruffy. I like that. I like that you mentioned him.
Yeah. Now with the Cal's, what was it, 24 in insight?
Yeah.
You are feeling kind of the dynamics of the room. There is a certain amount of stagnation to the room. People are not like getting up and moving tables for the most part. People are getting up and going to the bar and getting a drink and going back to their assigned spots. You think that there is a lot of kind of separate business happening here. You also see that everyone in the room, in the same way that they are paying attention to May, now that that's sort of decreasing a little bit, are paying attention to this figure, this large man sort of holding court. And while they are looking at May with a certain wariness of a stranger, they are looking at him with fear. It is not who is this stranger. It is I know who that is, and that is a threat. You sort of feel that this man understands the attention he is getting and is reveling in it to a certain extent. It is aware that he is sort of this center of attention. As you feel kind of these flows going on, you hear next to you some conversations of people kind of getting used to your presence, willing to talk a little bit louder, and you hear a party to your left just really kind of angry, kind of like quietly swearing to each other, as it seems
It's Kekno
like
testing out his swear words.
yeah, as it seems like this a party next to you is really upset about someone who was killed. It seems like there's three people. One is kind of like, well, when you're like us, you die sometimes. That's just kind of the price. One seems to be very upset that that person like owed him money or like favors. The other person seems to have considered him kind of like a personal friend to a certain extent, and is like upset that nobody's like taking it seriously. As they're sort of whispering to each other, yes, and you hear the name Johann because you didn't get the introduction that May did. As the room kind of settles in and things start to go back to normal, people start to ignore May a little bit, and things settle down. You see one of the women that is sitting with this faceless ones guy say something to her partner, stand up, and go and speak softly to the barman, go around him, go through the door into the back. Anything else from you guys, or you just kind of want to sit and take the vibe and get used to this place a little bit more before you start like hunting for information?
Anything out where the cellar door is?
If they said no, I was gonna cut over to see what's happening with fish. So
Cool.
let's decide if they're doing something else or waiting for a while.
You
Yeah,
know
Cat just
what?
wants to be backup for May.
I think May like see someone going through that door?
Yep,
Yep, then May would be
very
like,
obvious,
I'll wait. I'll wait and see
not
if
being hidden.
yeah, May will wait and see if like I don't know. Don't let us disrupt anything, maybe Fish will be able to get something out of her somehow, who knows?
Somehow.
Yeah, who knows how. The
They've
mystery.
been off their game for a long
Yeah,
time.
that's true.
May and Cal are like, who knows? That could be a lesbian. Fish could be in trouble.
Yeah, we might need to go rescue Fish.
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, with Fish, outside in the city, we've got Fish, who has been standing in this alleyway, just like it. Genuinely, there's no windows, there's no anything. There is an alleyway with a couple of twists and turns getting narrower and narrower, and then it dead ends at like a cellar door. There's not even like an indication of what it is attached to. The last time you were here, when you were checking it out a couple hours ago, the cellar door had a padlock on it. It still does, but it is now unlocked.
Just goes. "Hmm. Well, I hope
Don't
no
mind
one.
if I do.
Hope no one sneaks in there.
As do you decide to explore, or do you wait? You keep a lookout.
Wait a little bit longer. Just
Okay.
a little.
Kekino is discussing with you what he should use for his swear.
Yeah.
And that is a really in-depth discussion.
Yeah, no,
As
it is.
as you are waiting, and as you're waiting here, you hear really quick footsteps, and as you maybe kind of step off to the side, just getting out of the way of obvious movement of someone coming through, you hear the door jingle a little bit, and then someone pushing it open, and in a very quiet voice, sort of sotto voce, shit, 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 shit. As no one is there, there is a floating walking stick that whoever or whatever it is jams in the frame really quickly to hold the door open. As this door flicks open and is there as
Fish
some
goes.
perhaps invisible person comes out.
Yep. Fish goes. Hi, Kitsune, and like sticks out an ankle to like trip, you know,
Yeah.
him.
The walking stick goes like flying and clattering down the alleyway as you feel something hit your foot and just absolutely slam into the ground. Kitsune suddenly becomes visible again in front of you.
Fish chucks Kekino because, like, you know, animal in the face is, you know, a distracting thing. It'll stop, you know, from scrambling away. And I'm just gonna like have Pulse Wave ready to reel him in if needed. But like, you know, Fish just kind of crouches and goes like, "Hey man, it's been a while."
As you toss Kekino, Kekino doesn't like scratch at his face. Instead, he just goes kind of flippers to the side of his face
Yeah,
and goes,
yeah.
"Hi, Kitsune. It's been a long time since I've seen you. Do you know any good swears that I can use?" While Kitsune is going, and pulls out a knife before he realizes that it's Kekino, and then kind of looks like peels Kekino off his face a little bit and looks up from the ground at you, very confused, and then he goes, "Oh, hey, fish, what's up?"
Oh yeah, not much. Just we've been how you doing?
Yeah, I've been better. There's a seal. Oh, you're Kiki. I remember you.
Heck, I know.
Kekino. Got it. Yeah, I'm Kekino. All right. Well, weird to meet you here in an alley. I really gotta go. I gotta be somewhere. So as he's like glancing back at the the cellar door, and as it just trying
Fish,
to like, make his excuses to get away.
Fish, like grabs a sleeve, in a like I'm not holding it, but I am holding you.
Mhm.
And it's like, well, I'll walk with you. Like, where are you staying?
Oh, just here and there, just kind of around the corner. No, no, you know what? That sounds good. He kind of like wraps an arm around you and kind of like steers you out of the alley. About like, if you're gonna grab me, you're coming with me. As he walks you out of the alley, Kekino sliding along behind you.
Yeah, and Fish goes, yeah, you've been up to some stuff, haven't you, man? I just get in, and everyone's talking about the theft, and I was like, man, who do I know who steals things apart from me? My old mate, Kit.
Oh, you stole something too? That's fun.
Sure
Yeah,
did.
just it's crazy to see you here, and is like kind of like steering you out of the alley. He's barely paying attention to what you're saying. His eyes are flicking everywhere, looking for maybe somebody chasing him. You kind of get the sense of like, if you question him right now, he will give you answers maybe he would not otherwise give, because he's just kind of talking to keep you going, but may not get anything detailed. But he is like, yeah, stealing. That's stealing's great. Got some stuff. That's how I got this stick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
love
no,
the stick for you. Maybe
thank
you don't seem to need it though.
Oh no, it's just I liked it.
Yeah, but it would look better if you needed it. And Fish like kicks him in the shin.
Ow! Oh, you know what? Good job. Oh! Just immediately starts like hobbling and pretending to be an old man.
That's the way. So, what do you know about the Maharu?
As Kit is like flicking around, looking around, looking at everything, he goes, the Maha who? Oh, the Egypt guys.
Yeah, the Egypt guys. Yeah. They're kind of like everywhere, like cockroaches in this
Yeah,
damn
fucking
place.
bastards. I know.
Yeah. So like, what's the deal? You hate them? Like, got a grudge? Do they hate you?
I mean, I don't know. This is just kind of they kind of got stuff that they want to do bad stuff, and I get hired. I do jobs. I do things. They're just kind of like, hey,
Bad
take
stuff,
this.
like bad stuff that matters, or bad stuff that doesn't really matter.
You kind of like reach a corner. You've now gone
Also,
like a block down.
Kitsune, is he not paying attention to Kekano on the ground?
He is absolutely like looking. Oh, it's Kekino. Looking. Like he's very suspicious. He's not like saying hi, but he's also not being super friendly to you either. He's clearly kind of in watchful anxiety mode.
Okay. Fish goes. Hold on. You seem a bit concerned. How about I send Kekano away just to take a lap, and we can talk properly.
Yeah, we got privacy. Yeah.
And the message to Kekano in the brain is, "Go get Callan May."
Okay.
You got it, Dad.
Yeah. So, Fish is basically trying to kind of corner him. Like they feel confident that they can stop him if he tried to get past.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like he's trying to get away from you right now. You do wonder what it would be like if he tried, but he definitely seems to be like maybe in a sort of sense of like two people is less suspicious than one person, or he's trying to like hide out. Really does not seem to be overly concerned that you are here and coming with him. Just seems to be concerned of other people seeing him or doing something. As you're like, oh, is it something important or something just kind of bullshit? He in probably something he would not like publicly say out loud otherwise is like, I don't know, man. When Grandma wants something, I have no idea if it's bullshit or important.
Oh, well,
His grandmother being the goddess, the lady
you don't know.
Inari.
You know.
I'm saying that for the recording. I know. I don't need to remind you.
Thank you. And Fish is like, "Oh yeah, you got to do something for your grandma. Like, no, it's paying respect. Doing your duty. All sorts of things.
Also getting paid.
Getting
cash,
paid,
power. Yeah.
getting money, getting pussy. The Dewey Decimal System.
You know it.
Say, I really did like Lady Inari. She was really lovely and helpful, and I don't suppose she's having any more problems at this time.
I mean, there's just a bunch of crazy stuff happening, with the like, people just kind of like taking us or like killing gods or like what have you. It's just
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Totally nuts. Speaking of getting pussy, that woman we were with at the ruins, kind of like the chest. She was like the archaeologist or something. You and her ever?
No,
All right, got a shot.
you totally have
Okay.
a shot. She just broke up with. Hold on. She just broke up with someone. She's about to break up with someone else. I think it's the perfect opportunity for you to get in
that's
there.
right where Kitsune slides in. That is my, that is where I operate best. Okay.
Yeah, never the first choice or the second, but you'll be there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, she's around actually. If you like, we can all meet up, and I can just set the stage for you to make your in.
Oh, hey, thanks.
Oh, you're welcome, Kit. We're buddies. I look out for you. You look out for me. You tell me if there was any pretty young thing that you'd think I would like, right?
Yeah. As you're kind of walking along, you are probably kind of doing your best to like steer Kitsune into kind of like alleyways and stuff. He seems to have his own idea of where he's going. So every once in a while, you're kind of like, and we're just gonna turn. Nope, we're going that way. Okay, pretty quickly you reach a sort of anonymous door that looks like a back door to like a row house. Doesn't have an address on it. If it once was there, it was stripped off. But he it comes in, doesn't even knock, just takes out a key, pops it open, and starts to slip inside. It's like, yeah, let's pop your heels up, and you can tell me about these introductions.
Sure. And you can tell me about what do you know about gods dying and stuff. I can help you out.
God kind of stuff. That's crazy. He's like looking out the door that he just went through. Like that's crazy. Whew, okay, we're good. What the hell are you talking about? As this is all happening, we cut back into the bar. May and Cal have been sitting for a little while. Cal is not ingratiated with anyone, but is like known now. There is definitely this point of like it's socially invisible. People are totally comfortable with you being there, and you are being ignored. May is becoming less interesting to the crowd. Definitely, like people looking at her every once in a while, but is sort of becoming a familiar face. Kind of getting to the point where maybe she can start questioning some people. About 2 or 3 minutes after the woman disappears through the back door, you hear the and see the door to the bar slam open. A seal rush into the middle of the room and go, "Fuck!" Everything stops. Everyone is looking at this seal.
They like chokes on a drink.
I did it. Collisionist, May, we gotta go. Get me something.
May very quickly leans over to the bartender, says, I'd like to ask you some questions if you have some time. I'll pay well. Here's like my card. I don't know, like some way to contact in the moment, and then gets up and leaves.
Okay.
She says it in an undertone.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Let me check what my sleight of hand is. That's a 14.
Okay. With a 14, you say this as the barman kind of leans forward. You have essentially your sanding stone code, what someone could call you with, on a little card. You slide it over. It just like almost magically disappears under his hand, like just in the most casual motion. It's suddenly not on the bar anymore. He doesn't even look at you or make eye contact, but it is gone and he has received it. As he leans forward, you get the feeling of like, yeah, that's how some stuff is passed along in this place.
Yeah.
As he leans over the bar and looks at this seal that is causing a commotion.
Does he recognize Kickin?
He does. He seems like mildly confused, like, oh, why is he here? And where's the other one? Like they've seen Kekino in context of you rather than like individually. Yeah. Does May and or Cal go with Kekino in this moment, or are you like, yeah, Kekino, we'll be there soon. Leave.
No, because May knows that she's not going to be able to question anyone to their face. So she's going to head over, very like gingerly pick Kekino off the disgusting carpet, like pinch between the fingers sort of deal, and carries him outside.
May, I said a swear. Do you think everybody liked it?
I think they loved it. They like takes
as you walk past, there is a guy who's kind of like leaning near the door out who goes, "Yeah, I liked it. That was a good swear."
Is Cal bringing up the rear?
You're muted, hun.
Cal saw no point of continuing this mission, especially if May failed. So as soon as Kekino was like, "Fuck," expectantly waiting, and May moved out. Kel just not even trying to be subtle, just like scooted her like bar seat out, and just like the like body language of, yeah, that's my kid. Gotta go get, gotta go in the daycare. Like,
The people next to you like suddenly seem surprised to see you move, like they forgot that you were there. As you follow May out, as you're kind of closing the door, you can hear it start to get a little more rowdy again as the momentary distraction kind of passes, and maybe they're discussing Kekino, maybe they're talking about how weird it was. But it doesn't seem like they're like, "What are you doing? Get him!" They're like, "That's Seal from before. He just announced to swear in the middle of the room. Odd." It seems like you're, while you got some more attention in this moment, your like cover is not blown in any meaningful way. As you slip out of the door of the bar and head back into the alleyway. As you follow Kekino's directions, he's able to identify where Fish is. Uh, from Fish's perspective, you can feel that Kekino is far enough away that you can't like send psychic messages. You're a couple of blocks away, but you can feel at least generally where he is, and he is getting closer. So it's probably like, Kekino will go to where you left him and then kind of reassess if he's close enough to move in the right direction or whatever. They may not take a direct line here, but also you're not sure you took a direct line here.
Yeah.
Kitsune was moving like he was trying to lose a tail. Fish you
is
find yourself in
basically
this shitty row house.
doing and saying whatever it is that they need to do to keep Kitsune here and distracted and not going to leave. If there is a point that he leaves the door, Fish arcane locks it. Pardon me and correct me if this is a misunderstanding on my part, but like, so no way in, no way out is my idea of that.
You can choose to make it work that way. Yes, you
That's
can choose
the way it's gonna be.
Yeah, you can choose to kind of make a one-way door. You can choose to not make a one-way door. As Kit steps away and is kind of like, "Yeah, what are you talking about?" And it goes over to the fridge, pops it open, and looks in there in a minute. Seems imminently more comfortable now that he's in this space. You're looking around. This is a shitty, illegal alteration to this house. Somebody like really quickly slapped up a couple walls to make like a small apartment. It's basically just a like kitchen, a sitting room, and like a little niche with a curtain that has a bed behind it. As
it
Kit
goes, I piss outside.
I piss outside. I piss in the alley. As Kit steps away, you kind of lean against the door for a little bit, arcane lock, and step away. And you're here with Kitsune.
I like it when Fish has a nickname for someone and everyone just starts using it.
Yeah, infectious.
So Fish is like, all right, yeah, real nice, shitty little place. So how much longer are
it's a
you
shithole.
gonna? It is, but it suits you. How much longer are you gonna be in town?
I don't know. I got the stuff, and Grandma's just kind of like gathering more info. I don't know if I gotta like steal something else, or if I'm gonna have an opportunity to, or I kind of gotta a cut and run. She's gonna let me know. She told me to just kind of hang by for now. I'm telling you, all these people looking for me. If I wasn't told to stay, I'd be gone.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll watch out for you. The
Hey, thanks.
sanctuary, they don't even know or care that you exist. Maharu, well, their main guy, let's say he's just gotten out of the game.
Okay, that sounds ominous, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, he's dead. You
Oh
don't.
shit! By
Yes,
main guy, you mean the guy with the mask or the other guy with the mask? They wear a lot of masks. He's a kind of an older white guy. No, that doesn't help either.
no, I'm talking like investigator type guy. You know,
Oh, you know what? There was a fucking suit guy with like this really upper
suit guy.
crust accent was asking about me. Yeah, he's
That
dead.
that's. Yeah, he's dead. All right.
Cool. All right.
Um, and I know that the straight razor not really your thing. If you have to do it, you. Well, what's your preferred primary method of murder if you're caught off guard?
I mean, not really doing it. Not really a murder guy.
Damn, I thought you were a
I
tough guy.
can say. I mean, like I've been in a couple scraps.
I know, no, it's okay. There's
I
no
once
shame in
killed a
it.
guy.
Like,
I once
you're
killed a
like,
guy in a bar fight because I threw a mug at a guy who was starting something, and I missed, and I hit someone else, and he fell down, and they had to call an ambulance, and he died. So that is that's me.
real impressive.
Yeah.
What do you mean masks? Like a wooden mask?
Oh no, the Egypt guys, they wear like I don't know. I think they're supposed to be like animals or something. They're like a hood and then like a mask thing, and yeah, they do it in like their rituals or stuff, or sometimes I don't know.
Huh. And
There's this
you've been to a ritual?
Yeah, I mean, I hung around once or twice just to kind of get the lay of the land. This is other stuff that maybe if I got the opportunity to take, I could take, but it didn't end up happening. Security kind of too tight. There's this one guy who like talks all the time with the mask, and this other guy who like doesn't talk but kind of like sits on the throne thing, and
Always with the
yeah,
talking. Yeah.
yeah.
No, listen, that's something that May's looking into right now, actually. So I
Oh
think,
shit.
common interests, like that's how you get it. Like that's how you get women interested. So like maybe you'd want to be telling
Yeah.
her absolutely everything that you might have overheard from those kinds of meetings and rituals and stuff. I feel like you should be doing that. Can I also roll persuasion?
Yeah, absolutely. You are very quickly getting the sense of being like, you know, you have dealt in a world of like
23.
conspiracy and plots ever since you met Kitsune. You are now being kind of forcefully reminded that sometimes there are people who are not really paying attention and don't care that much.
Yeah. And Trish like, damn, must be how it's like to talk to me.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like I wish that were me. I have to care sometimes now, and it sucks.
Yeah.
With a
23.
23, he does really seem to be like, yeah, yeah, like you set up, you can talk to May about this. He's like, yeah, no, that'll work. You think I can bring her back here, or do you think we gotta like break
Back
into a hotel
here,
room or something?
a fancy lady like that? Absolutely.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Okay. Shit.
Well, listen, there is the place across the way.
Oh, with the big hotel. I mean, it's a couple blocks. It's a couple blocks from here. But yeah, I mean, I've been thrown out of there like 3 times already. So I think I need to go somewhere else. I don't think they'll let me in.
Yeah, nah. There are
Well,
only
there's
so
this.
many times you can push your luck.
Yeah,
Tell you what.
there's this really nice house I found where I think the owners are like away in like Europe or something. That is like, and they were kind of like, the lock on the back door is nothing. I was staying there for like a couple weeks before this whole job thing. So maybe there. It's a nice place. It's a nice
Yeah.
place. Comfy bed. Huh?
I mean, you want it to be comfy. Otherwise, what's the point?
Exactly. It's like,
Um,
oh, why don't you stay? Why don't you stay the night? You're so tired. We've been working so hard and it's so comfy.
May
Yeah,
does
you got it.
work hard. You better be telling her that, and you better be appreciative of it because not a lot of people have been. And you know, just any secrets about the Egypt guys.
Yeah. No, you got it. No, this is great. Thank you.
No, anything for a pal. You need to take a load off. All sorts of stuff like that. Let me just go check the door.
As you are stepping over to the as you were stepping over to the door, you hear, oh yeah, excuse me, and the little like sliding viewport slides closed invisibly as Kitsune just is over in the kitchen like drinking a beer and getting things cleaned up, and you go, oh right. Kitsune makes illusory doubles and goes invisible, and I've never been able to catch him doing this. I have been talking to an illusory Kitsune for like the last 10 minutes. Seems like a genuine conversation, but Kitsune was not physically there while we were talking.
And they're like, anyway.
Kitsune does genuinely roll in such a way that it has a special power that it is very hard to catch him doing this. I don't need you to make a saving throw, so I can just
I
do it
believe
entirely
you.
on my load. So you never know.
It's not
Um,
bullshit. I'm not going to be like, excuse me.
no, I'm warning you for the future of being like, you never know if Kitsune is actually there or not.
Right. Correct. Anyway, what's ETA on Kekino with the rest of the crew?
When Cal
You
and May and Kekino are like most of the way there, Cal goes, Kekino, you did talk to Metal as well, right? Did she choose to stay?
Oh, Dad said just to grab you two. I think
Or
Metal's watching the bar.
Gather sending stone and being like, I guess we're being summoned by fish. Stay there.
Yeah, stay
Oh.
stay over at the hotel.
Okay. I'll just keep an eye on the alleyway then, and I've got a little notebook, and I will keep track of anyone who's coming in or out.
All right, good work, Metal.
Yeah, Metal's just alone.
I want you
hours
to know that I Ink didn't forget, but Fish did.
No, of course,
It
but
was
Fish
a
did, yeah.
purposeful. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You can hear Kekino in your mind being like, "Dad, we're coming to you. I've got May and Collisionist, and there's a lot of broken glass in this street. I'm having to pick my way through it. Cal's actually carrying me now, but yeah, we're on our way."
All right. The door is arcane locked, but don't worry. Just let everyone in with the password, which of course is Dewey.
Okay. Yep, the standard password that we always use.
Well, it's different. For the standard password, Kekino, come on. You remember it.
Yeah, it's fish is the greatest, all one word.
That's the one. And it is spelled any I's that are in there are ones.
Mm-hmm. And then
And
if we need to meet the security code minimum, it's fish is the greatest 69 with an exclamation point.
correct. Good boy.
As you can feel Kekino has now like gotten in range, and you can pinpoint exactly where he is. You are probably going to have to like silently start giving him a little bit directions as this area is kind of a shithole, and he might show up at the front of the house. He might kind of get lost going into the alleys. Like, he can tell where you are. He just can't necessarily tell how to get to you exactly. But you can kind of silently guide him in the background. As Cal and May will probably be here in like 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay, Fish calls out to Kitsune, like, let me, I'll get a drink too.
All right, cool. As illusory Kitsune goes into the fridge and pulls out a beer and hands it to you, your hand immediately passes through it as it's an illusion, and then he goes, "Oh shit, sorry." And you see the illusion set down his own beer, which continues to exist as the illusion disappears, and Kitsune is just suddenly visible behind you, walking over and getting another beer. You probably noticed that while it was not what you ordered whiskey to be like Kitsune. This is the beer that is sold at the bar. The stuff that people were getting in bottles. It's this. It's a very like kind of cheap knockoff brand. It was all this. Kitsune is clearly stealing from the bar.
Yeah. And just cracking the top. Fish is like, when you finally head out, you are going to compensate that bartender somehow, right?
Hey, I mean, I paid my outstanding tab. He had to.
Oh, then
he
it's still
said,
taken care of.
Yeah, exactly. He said you've been drinking a lot, and I was like, I got this nice jar thing. You want that? And
I saw
you
the
said
jar.
no.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, no, it was really nice. He was like, no, I don't want it, but I convinced him and gave him some cash too. And I think it's a lot nicer than he's giving me credit for. So I think if I just take a couple more things, that's all. It's all gravy. It just
Some people have no taste.
It just all evens out.
It does.
It's just such a shame.
May and Cal talking, and May's like, I really do hate Kitsune. It's really unfortunate we have to work with him again. He's just very obnoxious. And Cal's like, I know.
Just like, this is my best friend in the whole world.
Fish is like, this is my best friend. I will like pretend I don't know who he is if I ever am like with cooler people when I see him.
Yeah.
This is my loser friend, fortunately.
This is my best loser friend. I'll sell him down the river at the earliest opportunity.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you get a beer and you hang out. Kitsune tells you a very convoluted story of after you parted ways after he taught you how to visit the realm of gods and your father's realm as well. He was bumming around South America for a little while, doing some things that are non-specific enough that you don't know exactly what it was, but it was obviously criminal activity of some kind. He's not making a lot of sense, but there's like, yeah, and I escaped from the Duke's palace, and it's like I've been to Brazil. I don't think they have dukes. I think I would know. I would have pretended to be one.
Yeah.
And as you're just chatting with him, you hear a slight knock, and then the door opening as the arcane lock is temporarily dispelled. Kitsune goes, "What the hell?" and dives into one of the cabinets under the sink. He seems to be reaching for a weapon of some kind.
Yo, relax, man. It's just May. I got her on the way already. Aren't you grateful?
Oh shit. As May steps in, you see Kitsune taking a
Gun's still out, looking sick and tough.
You walk into this incredibly shitty apartment to see Kitsune halfway under a sink, just like bottom half in the cabinets, top half like laying out like, hey, as he takes a sawn-off shotgun and kind of like pokes it back under the cabinet and like tucks it under. Hey, May. Long time no see.
And Fish very quickly accounts for Cal and goes, and you've never met this lady before. She's my girlfriend.
Fish,
Hey,
as
look
as
for
it kind
Cal.
of like as it kind of like crawls out from underneath. Fish, you didn't tell me that. Hey, you know what? She's real cute.
She sure is.
You want to do like a double date or
No,
something
I
like
don't.
that? Okay. All right. Foursome
But
it is.
hey, May, he's all yours.
May
Wow.
and Cal are both going like,
Hey, May. Gladly.
Just
Gladly. Haven't seen you since you were
yeah,
my boss.
looks at Smudge writing. May, I want to do a quick insight, but that would have been while Fishin was like, oh, this is, like, yeah, she's really cute, etc. I just want to do a quick insight on Cal.
Go for it.
Let you be shit. It's not too bad. That's a 16.
Cal's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's not like, oh, but just being like, what fucking harebrained bullshit.
Cal walks
you
into
wa-
this room and is immediately done. Is immediately like, this is too much. I'm good.
Mood.
Let's
If
go
you-
find metal.
If you want like an actual explanation for why Fish has done that, is because like the last 2 times they've been like, oh yeah, it's Collegians any of the habit of the Necromancer Temple, and it's like I can't keep telling people. But what do I tell
Definitely not
people?
Kitsune. Kitsune would be like, do you want to know what this lady looks like for $5? $5, anyone?
$5.
$2.
Correct. Kitsune would make deals with people who have never met Cal about what Cal looks like. People who don't even know who Colliginous Denier is. Be
They
like,
don't even know what necromancy is.
yeah, just being like, all right, I counter your 13 and do 10, and also this is a sketch of what Colliginous Denier looks like. He goes, who?
The Pope of the magic religion. Oh, doesn't know Kitsune's magic at all.
So remind me, Kitsune is literally on the floor looking at May.
Kitsune has now gotten up and is
Hey.
trying to sexually lean against a counter that's a little too low to sexually lean on. As he's like, "Hey, I haven't seen you since you were my boss." very, very quickly, same insight check that you did on Cal. You were like, you think to yourself, remember when Kitsune was like going into the ruins with me and then fully disappeared before like anything important or like dangerous happened as he just ran away? I don't think he remembers that. I think he thinks we left on good terms.
Yeah, May's like, Mr. Ishibari. What a pleasant surprise. Just the man I was looking for.
Oh, yeah, baby, you were looking for me? That's real sweet, I think.
Quietly, Cal turns to Fish and goes, why did you do this to her? Did she piss you off?
She loves it. It's enrichment time.
Maybe she kills him. That kind of defeats our purpose here.
Fish more honestly goes, I'm trying to break her up with Kalor. Just anything. Just throw anything her way.
Yeah, so with the insight check, does May get the sense that Kitsune is ready to talk about anything and everything?
You think you don't know what Kitsune has already shared or not shared with Fish. You are very quickly like I will get him to tell me anything that I want to hear, and if he hesitates for just a moment, I'll just like lower a bra strap and he will be putty in my hands.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. Idea. We can't be in this shithole forever because who knows who's going to show up. But we get him back to the hotel where we're staying, at least so like we have all of the know where we are and what things are. Yes, and also bring metal along. But like May and Kit can
Forget
just
metal. She's
no
still
metal.
watching the bar like hours
She's
later.
part of the landscape now.
Yeah, she's just absorbed into the thing. But like is being like, oh, we'll leave you guys alone, listening it through the door for all of the information anyway. But like he'll divulge more when he's comfortable and like whatever.
Cal wants to also talk to Fish about Kalor too. So
The one thing I will point out, I don't think Fish would be in this mindset, but Caliginus is conspiracy brained, and May is conspiracy about specifically the Maharu enough to be like, we are staying in that hotel because the Maharu is paying for it, and they are hunting Kitsune. So we can do that. We do have to like sneak him in.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Put
Fish
him in
not
a
thinking about
suitcase.
it at all.
just assume somebody's watching the door.
Yeah.
That would report back.
Okay. Wait, so so do Fish and Cal do the I will leave you two alone thing anyway here?
I think Cal is like, I'm not leaving her here. She's gonna get tetanus.
That's a pretty good bet.
Yeah.
And Cal's like, don't worry, I have the shot right here. Just
May, is there like an armchair or something around?
There is a single chair at a table, both of which were probably residing in an alley not that long ago.
That's right, May's done with worse. May like sits down on that chair, shrugs her jacket off, and does the like, you know, like the leg cross.
yes, Sharon Stone,
Yeah,
Basic
thank you.
Instinct. But I'm also thinking Helga Sinclair
Yeah,
when she shows up at Milo's. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Sexy,
says,
but also big dogging.
yeah, and says, Mr. Oshiberry, I hear you've been wandering around my museum.
As you sit in this chair, Kitsune comes over to kind of like sit on the tabletop to be close to you. The table immediately is wobbly, and he gets like thrown off. And so he, as he's like smiling at you, he's like scooting the table around for it to not be wobbly as he then sits on it again. He goes, oh, your museum, you owned that museum? I didn't know that.
In heart only, Mr. Oshiberry.
Oh, then yes.
And I hear that you've maybe stolen some things.
Oh, just one or two, as he kind of like plays with the walking stick that you know has been stolen from the museum.
I don't suppose she's like, you know, twisting her hat. I don't suppose you'd be able to tell me exactly what Maharu hired you for.
Oh, the Maharu is the Egyptian guys hired me for not anything. I didn't steal anything. Sorry, do you think the Egyptian people hired me? They didn't.
They didn't. Then who hired you?
Oh, I
he's
mean,
doing a mission for his grandma.
that doesn't sound cool. You know, I'm doing a mission for my grandma.
Oh, for May like
Lady Inari. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What? Why? Tell me why.
Oh, well, you know, she just told me that the Egypt guys were gonna do some bad stuff with these things, and so I should take them so they can't do bad stuff with those things.
What sort what sort of bad things?
Let me show you. He saunters up, looking back over his shoulder at you, goes over to the freezer, opens it. It's entirely empty except for the little statuette that was stolen from the museum. He takes it out. He kind of sachets over to you, and then
Patrick, all I can see is the scene in Austin Powers with the chess.
yeah, no, very similar. He takes it, he smashes it against the edge of the table over and over and over again until it's broken in half.
And he's just like, do you have any idea how old that was?
I don't know, probably like what, like 200-300. It was in the old part of the museum. And as he's saying that, he's sifting through the pieces and pulls out what May would probably. This would probably not be her first thought, although she would recognize it. Cal immediately knows what this is. This is a desiccated, mummified thumb that was in the middle of this statuette. They want this and other stuff, I guess.
Cal, for Fish's benefit, goes, "That's the thumb."
Yeah. And he's like,
He kind of goes. Ugh, no. No, never mind.
Ironically, I think that's made him like a percentage more amusing and endearing to me. She, she says, I don't want to come across ignorant, Mr. Ishbury, but what does a mummified thumb have to do with anything?
Well, it's the thumb of a god.
Which one?
Oh,
I
I don't know his name. It's some like a Mesopotamian guy. It's in like I don't know. It's the statue was of him. I could show you, but it just like pulls up like the little crumbled bits of statue that are there. Yeah, he's a Mesopotamian guy.
Maybe this is the urge to throttle Kitsune. Yes, what do they want him for? What are they doing?
I think that, or kind of grandma told me that they're taking god pieces and godkin stuff and they're putting it somewhere to do bad things.
I suppose you know
wasn't listening that closely.
Of course you weren't. You're muted, Ink.
May, that's where my fingers are.
Oh my god.
Oh shit! I was wondering why they looked weird. That's cool, man.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, just that Fish is like just having a moment about it, being like the fucking Maharu is with the abomination. Well, the abomination runs the Maharu. Yeah, they're going to be over in the they're going to be conspiracy theorying in the corner.
One, as part of your conspiracy theory, you remember that day after tomorrow, the Abominations people and the Maharu are having a trade of some kind.
Yep. Oh.
Mr. Ishbury, Kitsune, I don't suppose they've told you anything else that you might remember? Twirling the hair, gritting her teeth.
Just that the Egypt guys needed all this stuff for some kind of power, you know. This got. I had the list of things I had to take. So there was this carving that was.
May's like, oh, I don't suppose it was these things. Pulls out a piece of paper, like.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah. He goes through. It is. Not joking. Relief carving of religious ceremony, something he was ordered to steal, holds some power of a god, different one than the thumb. Ritual staff he liked. Sacred vessel needed to carry other things he was stealing. Reproduction ritual blade. something he used to jimmy the back windowsill open. It is literally sitting broken in the bushes at the museum. Statuette of an unknown god in pieces on the table. Reproduction crown of favor. He liked it. Canopic jar. He's like, don't know what that is. Don't know. There are lots of jars. I just around. I didn't take any.
Right, of course, understandable. While you were there, I don't suppose anyone mentioned anything about trying to kill me?
Oh, people trying to kill you in the museum? No, I didn't see any of the museum staff be like, kill, make gladly. Oh, you mean the Egypt guys? Yeah.
Yes.
No, they did. Yeah.
You know, I would love to hear a little bit more about that, if you could
Oh, okay.
elucidate.
Well, I was just there, invisible for a couple of meetings, kind of getting the lay of the land, trying to get into their vault, and they were saying that. Well, there was the thing. He like fully drops the sexy act for a moment as he's like genuinely trying to think, and you can tell it's taking up too much processing power to keep up the act. He's like, yeah, they were talking about you being a member, and then the guy who talks a lot talked to the guy who doesn't talk and was like, we need to keep an eye on her. And then there was some stuff about a meeting and a dead body, I think, and a guy full of hands. And he's just like not paying attention to you as he's like reciting random information that he heard.
Kitsune, stop. Shh. A finger on the mouth, and like maybe a little bit too hard.
He licks it slightly.
Make grimaces visibly. Kind of like
Al's just going, we have to stop this.
Kitsune,
I'm just like, what are you talking about? We do this all the time.
a dead body. Do you remember anything else about that?
Oh, yeah, there was some dead thing that someone was trying to tell them where it was. There was like this guy. He was like, it was Johan. It was my buddy Johan Nerf. He was trying to sell a location of a dead body to the Egypt guys, and the Egypt guys sent a letter to Handsman that was like, we've got the body, and then they don't have the body because Johan is dead and I took his shit. So.
But whose body was it?
Oh, I don't know. It was like Greg, Grog.
Grogu?
Grotesque.
Of Star Wars fame?
Yeah,
May,
Baby Yoda.
Fierce
Mate.
fish.
you've heard of the grotesquerie, right?
That was it. That was the thing. That was the dead body thing. Yeah.
I know that May has rolled for this at some point. Does she? I can't remember what she got though. Does she know what it is?
I remember sharing that it was like an urban legend from the
Yeah.
lore. Not that it's something that it's like, oh, everybody knows that this exists, but being like, there's a super weapon called the grotesquerie that
Yeah.
that other side may or may not have.
Fish is in the rare position of being the one who knows the most about it.
Mhm.
They go, it's something the faceless ones had to bring, like the faceless followers had to bring the faceless ones back.
Oh, really?
And that guy in the
Doesn't sound
bar.
dangerous at all. I guess the faceless mafia, perhaps.
Yeah. And collecting pieces of gods
Right.
creating a
Those
vessel. Always with the fucking vessels.
Kitsune sees you all thinking really hard and is just like,
Spider-Verse meme.
That's the one.
oh, and they were gonna kill you for the thing when the thing happened.
What's the thing?
Like
The meeting, the
I was staking out the Egypt guy's place, the big house, and it was nighttime, and everybody was kind of running around, and I was like, here's an opportunity. Let's get in the vault. Let's get some stuff. Let's see what's not nailed down, And there was this guy who was really anxious, and he's like, something's missing. They stole stuff. They stole the stuff we were after. We wanted to get those. I'm paraphrasing here, And then they were looking for this one guy who was like good at finding stuff, but he was gone because he was looking for me. I remember that. Yeah, he was looking for me. And then they were like, we need someone else if he's disappearing. We'll call May Gladly because she's a detective. You're a detective? That's interesting. You hear the doorknob jiggle even though nobody's over there as he realizes the door's locked. Oh, shit! You're a detective?
Don't worry, Mr. Oshiberry. I'm not after you. Not in that way.
Oh. Well, they said like you knew how to find stuff, so that they should hire you, and then they hired you, and then while you and
That's how employment works.
and then you and the anxious guy were at the museum, the guy who doesn't talk was talking a lot, and he was really mad. He was really, really mad, and he said, "You can't let use a different word. It was not May. It was Beatrice. Beatrice. Do you know a Beatrice? He said like you can't allow Beatrice to fuck things up again. And then somebody brought him like. It was something like it could have been like a sandwich, but it was like sandwich size. It was like something brown. He like pulled it out of the fire and he set a spell over it, and then these like guys appeared and they started like running out, and he was like, "Kill May Gladly," and that's where it happened. That's what with the killing May Gladly. Yeah.
Fish smacks May on the shoulder and goes, "What name did Carter know you by?"
That one.
Cal, jumping to the other conclusion, goes, "Oh my god, the professor wants to kill you."
Right.
She says, "Oh, saints." But yeah, no. She's like, "Oh,
The man in
I
the
should have known."
Never trust an old man. That's Mooney bleeding through.
Yeah, it is. I was like, does Cal
I mean,
have
that's a
grudge
baseline
against old people?
foundation of Cal that comes from.
Yeah.
Very
true.
The masked man. I don't suppose you've seen him without the mask?
Now that you say it, no. I've seen a guy who talks a lot without the mask, and I saw a nervous guy without the mask. I saw most of them without masks, I think. Never that guy. I don't even know where he is. He's there for like, he's there for like rituals and stuff, but I don't see him like in the office,
When's the next ritual?
It was kind of fucking with me because I was like, I'm gonna go into the vault and like get this stuff, and then it's like I don't know where this guy is. Is he just like sitting in the vault? I don't know.
When's the next ritual?
The next ritual or the next meeting? There's one tomorrow, I think. I was gonna try and sneak back in.
And we're coming with you.
Cool. All right. Yeah, getting the gang back together. Gonna be like the ruins with the place. No, not like that because that ended bad. I realized I wasn't there.
Mr.
That was
Ishbek,
great. We got ice cream.
Oh, that's nice.
Chucks him under the chin and says, "If you get me into that vault, I'll make it worth your while."
Oh. For the first time, I'm going to make you roll persuasion, but it will be with advantage after after Meg
Cal
has
goes,
been
this is gross.
baiting him along.
It's the same thing both times.
Cal, as an
I'm gonna
aside to
boost it.
Fish, went, I had to do this earlier today, and it was nowhere near as bad.
18.
Oh, you did,
18.
did you? What was it like? Who was he?
We'll get into it later,
How
but
about
there's this businessman.
fucking businessman? Okay, how about you? All right. When we get back to the hotel, you do everything that you did to him on me, and I'll tell you how well it went.
I mean, I don't think it went that poorly, but I guess if I have to, I was feeling really. I mean, I thought, oh no, I went into the situation and I don't have metal, May, or Fish. I've not really received training, so I had to kind of go back on, the things the least taught me, which, yeah.
I'm sure you did great.
As with your 18 persuading Kitsune, you see his eyes like widen in fear. It seems like as his horniness and desire to impress May wars with something that he's afraid of about going back to the Maharu, but then goes, "Yeah, I can get you in. I mean, I could certainly try." Tomorrow night, it's a date.
I'll see you there in my best.
Allah.
Well, I suppose we'll leave you to it. You have my sending stone code, of course. At this point, it's like
Cal loudly goes, can we please leave now?
She has no appreciation, Kitsune. Mentally to Cal, I'm doing my best. I'm trying. May I bring the champagne?
Oh, a little bubbly. I can bring the. They don't have champagne. They got whiskey. I can bring whiskey, beer,
I love
wine.
Maybe gonna be like backing towards the door, like, yep, okay, bye.
Yeah,
He's gonna like dancing along with you just a little bit.
It's like great to see you, Kit. You're very, very welcome. You have no one but me to thank for setting all of this up for you.
Kitsune like grabs your shoulders and shakes you before pulling you into a hug, and there is like a very slight like the hands grab you and you don't feel anything, and then the hands grab you and you feel it of like actual Kit and his illusion at the same time, pulling you in for a hug and going,
Okay, well,
you're the best.
Whatever it is to roll against the sleight of hand of him trying to get a hold of anything.
Okay, give me a perception.
Yeah, he's gonna take your fucking
check.
wallet.
6.
You first of all, it
just make it. Just do it. Just take all of my shit from. I don't care. I shouldn't have said anything, and you wouldn't have done.
It is nice to be held. You know, you really got some hugs from Henry. This is a very genuine like, hey man, thank you for everything. You know, like hug from a friend. Whether Kitsune is your friend or not really varies moment to moment, but in this moment, he is your best friend, and he gives you a big hug. Nothing is missing, but you will find about 2 blocks from now when you stick your hand in your pocket, there is a destroyed ancient statue just in your pockets that he swept out of sight so that May didn't have to look at it anymore and put in your pockets.
Okay, that's not so bad.
Yeah. More confusing than anything else.
Yeah. All right.
That's
We
what
all
dealing
saw
with
you
Kitsune
do
is
it,
like.
man.
Yeah, that's what dealing with Kitsune is like. It's often confusing.
The moment we get out, we close the door. and
Does
they, like, bolt on her.
Kitsune acknowledge Cal anymore at all as like the girlfriend, quote unquote?
As he's walking May to the door, opening it, staying in the doorway while May heads out. He goes. Hey, you take care of this one. He's a great guy. Yeah. And if the four of us want to get together for some fun,
No, just the vault.
all right.
And that's only business.
We'll do a rain check. All right. See you guys.
Yeah,
Cal goes
right.
foul.
Come by anytime.
May closes the door. And
It
then
was
says,
nice.
just give me a second, and takes the cleaning stone out of her pack and activates it. Much better, right?
Kicking away
Fish,
on that floor. Ugh. Just
You're
rolls
like-
across his.
You're like,
his
technically my hands
fur.
are clean. I feel the need to wash them anyway.
May rubs it over Kekino as well.
yeah, Fish gives her a big pat on the back and is like, "Great job, May. Thank you. Like that was really the way to do it." Like I
It
did.
sure was. I know I just used a cleansing stone, but I could actually really go for a shower right now.
That's what we've got the fucking hotel for.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we should probably
Uh,
collect metal, though.
Sorry.
We should probably collect metal.
Oh God, yeah. All right, yeah, we better go get her. But they're gonna. So all things lead back to Jonas. We know this.
Yes.
He's doing this. He's getting all these pieces in place. And whatever, it doesn't matter what reason that the triumvirate are doing it for. He is using them to use this thing to open a portal so he can go and do it, or even bring the faceless ones here.
Well, hopefully it's the former.
I
Honestly,
really
both
don't
of
want
them.
to get. Once we get to this to the point, we have to try and trust anyone besides, the four of us with this issue. We can't let this get to the point where the sanctuary intervenes, because then, you've been hiding this information from us for years.
Good point, actually.
We need to nip this in the bud.
Yeah.
Agreed. So we'll break into the vault, find out the secrets, of which I'm sure there are many that kids simply neglected to even remember. And then something, throw them all in jail. Or kill them. Preferably, jail, but...
And whatever the cost, we have to destroy these god pieces. Because that's the only way that they can do it.
Well, I mean, we can we can put your hand back together.
I like this one, actually.
As you
Okay, but
as
I
you
mean,
say
it doesn't
that-
really matter if you have your... Because they could just cut off more pieces of you. If you're saying, oh, it's too dangerous to have these pieces, then we might as well kill you. I'm not going to do that, Fish. It's counterproductive. I already did all of this work.
Yeah, it was a whole thing, wasn't it?
There, two things. One, did you happen to take the thumb, or did you leave it with Kitsune?
After he slobbered over it, no thank you.
Yeah,
Cal would've
no,
wanted
sorry. No interest.
Cal wanted it. And the other thing, because Cal is so paranoid, is you're like, yeah, might as well kill you. I did all this work putting you back together. You suddenly think for a moment of like, How much blood of fishes did I leave in that room?
Yeah.
Wait, was that not good? Is somebody gonna come by and scrape up fish's blood?
Womp.
Let's get metal and go back to the hotel.
Yes.
As you are trying to solve these issues, you get a call from Metal.
Who specifically gets the
Yeah.
call?
I think it is to the group sending Stone,
Oh,
so
okay.
it is like genuinely any of you could answer.
Right. Oh, who's this? Oh, hey, Metal, how's it going?
Yeah, I definitely didn't forget that you were here.
Yeah,
Hey,
where
Fish.
where are you again?
I'm keeping an eye on the alleyway outside
Oh,
the
don't
bar.
worry about it. No, we're done with that.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to tell you that detective is here, kind of like poking around. I don't think he saw me. Yeah, Stone.
Stone.
Keep doing
Fuck. Damn. Okay. Real quick huddle, guys. I think we should let Stone in on this because he hated the Maharu, and that's entirely like the only indication that we have that he's on the level. But it
Yeah,
is
okay.
still a
I'm
good
sure
one.
lots of people hate the Maharu. But
And
remember
unfortunately,
how
sorry.
I just said a minute ago
Yeah,
that
I'm
we are
taking that
going to
into
get
account.
massive problems if anybody from the sanctuary knows we've been hiding a giant world-ending issue.
Look, what about
Uh,
this? We could let it slip that we've heard a rumor of Eldritch being seen at that hotel, and that would keep people busy, distracted.
maybe a dead body is enough to keep eyes less on the vault
Exactly.
and sanctuary resources distracted.
A bit of internal tension never hurt us.
No.
I'm not so sure about the sanctuary or the Maharu, but
Do we really care?
no.
Don't
Only
listen
so
to don't I didn't say that, Metal. I know you care. Well, come meet us at the place.
So back to the bar again.
Okay, what place? As you hang up, Metal doesn't know where you are. As uh, you're trying to get Metal to join you, or are you going to go back to the bar and try and lead
Listen,
Stone astray?
my opinion, both ink and fish, is like if you, the cop, are going to walk into that bar, whatever
You're walking
happens
out.
next is on you. Sorry, dude. We'll see you if you make it out. Uh,
He didn't say
um,
that he was heading
Yeah.
like into the bar, just that he was hanging around. That he seemed to be kind of like investigating the alleyway. Maybe like he was going to head in eventually, but it wasn't quite yet.
we can drop our tip off to anyone.
That's true.
You seem to be getting along well with the assistant administrator.
Yeah. Do you think I have a shot?
She seemed intelligent. I guess if she's not, then maybe. They're all just staring at each other, and Cal's like, "What was that too far?"
Checking like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
No, Fish just has nothing, Jenny. It's just like, all right. Well, you were a very great fake girlfriend. Thanks for that.
Yeah, what was that? Why?
He wasn't interested in you at all. Otherwise, he would have asked. I just, give you a write-off position. You're welcome.
Did you want to be doing what May was doing? No, I didn't think so. Say what you will about Kid, he respects the bro code. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Kitsune is absolutely like,
I would never sleep with someone else's girlfriend if I knew who the guy was, except for that one time,
Yeah,
and also
the
that
other.
other time,
Yeah.
and also that third time.
But they were all
Cat.
they were all completely different reasons and out of the ordinary
Yeah,
from the rule.
there were mitigating circumstances.
Very casually, Cal's like, "Are you at all concerned about, a certain local seeing you strolling around all romantical into a vault?"
Oh,
Speaking of romantical is an actual word. I learned it from Anthony.
Wow, I didn't know that. Well done.
Yes.
I think while you were having this conversation, Kekino is on the sending stone, very quietly going, "Okay, keep going down that block. Across the street. On your left-hand side, you're going to see a sign."
It says beer in magic.
May is like, oh, you mean Kalua? No, not particularly. I think if she were to be there when we were breaking into the vault, I'd have bigger concerns. But I am worried that we're going to run into her, I must say. Well, not worried, but,
Fish said you were going to break up with her? What you said to me, Fish?
Oh well, I mean that's what I thought was happening. Is that not what's happening?
well, I mean,
It's
I
not what's happening.
I think there are more pressing things to worry about right now than that.
Okay, well, let's just hope that she doesn't suddenly become relevant to this on a wider scale.
Let's just make sure she's
How about
not like
you?
involved in the plot, hypothetically a big bad of the season.
I think May genuinely is like, Kalua, you're funny.
Thanks, May. I am. She
I'll
fucking
make
gets it.
significant eye contact with Fish over May's shoulder.
Oh, and
Trying to just beam that information into Fish's mind without
and Fish
telling
is
them.
like smiling, like yeah, she appreciates me and you don't. Why do you look so? Why are you looking so serious? Not this is not verbalized, but like, why are you looking at me like that?
I also think it's funny because I'm assuming Cal would interpret that as like, oh, naive May, whereas May is kind of like a little bit of derision of like, huh?
Yeah.
No, I think Cal knows, and her truth is like, oh, May has like an ego. She's like, I can't be fucking conned. And that's why Cal is like, you were nice to me. I'm unto you. Well, May is like, everybody loves me and wants to sleep with me. Obviously.
To be fair, the evidence.
May has seen a lot of evidence. Yeah.
Cal's like, no, I understand where that checks out. Just no one would want to be friends with me.
Be friends with was kinda nice too.
Hey, my nat 20 was like she was intending to be friends with Cal, and Cal shut her down and was a mean bitch.
Yeah, as you're discussing, Metal comes up, having been guided to where you were meeting, and you have to decide what kind of your order of operations is. It's getting towards early evening. You could definitely call it a night here and be satisfied. Find out tomorrow if Stone stumbled upon Eldridge or is dead.
So, Patrick, I know that you've set this up for us to go and investigate. This is a deliberate, stupid choice where Fish is like, yeah, we'll just let that happen. We don't have to go do that. But, like,
I wanted to
understand
give you the opportunity. I am not like, go do this right now. I wanted to give you the opportunity to, if you wanted to.
Yeah. Ellie, Mooney?
Cal is very on edge with all of the information that's kind of buzzing, so she's kind of like, I just want to keep being active. So she's like, it doesn't necessarily have to be like, let's go report to Stone and go do that, but she's like, I want to keep investigating or doing something. I can't just sit there.
There's also in terms of investigating, there's also, you brought up earlier, Ellie, in a previous episode, asking Mammon and Sons for some information.
I was going to ask you the updates.
Yeah, you don't now need Kitsune's location or Eldritch's location, but maybe there are new questions that you may want answered.
Is anyone investigating you?
Yeah, May's gonna go do that.
Okay.
Now that you come along, of course.
Do you do it right that moment, or are you like, well, let's get back to the hotel room and I'll make some calls?
I mean, I guess if there's like nothing pressing to do, like as we're out and about, she might as well go do it. But very happy for anything else to take precedence.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt. Metal is probably like, shouldn't we make sure that Stone is okay? And it's at that point that Fish would be like, And so, while May's off to doing that, the others can be like, again, just back in the alley, just being like, oh, if we hear him scream for help, we'll go and help him.
Yeah.
And then
but otherwise, no.
Yeah.
Cal would like having Metal as backup, so maybe they talk about Coldor while they're doing this fucking alleyway stint.
Oh, this is how you break it to Fish?
Potentially.
Okay. We go on with May's thing first.
Okay. As all of the others start heading back in the direction of the bar, May finds an opportunity to step off to the side, just sitting on sort of a bus bench with no one around, and is able to make a quick call to the to Mammon and Sons. As you pull out your sending stone and call into them. Hello.
Hello. Sorry, did I interrupt you, Patrick?
No, I was just gonna say, hello. This is Mr. May. How can I help you?
Mr. May. This is May Gladly. I was just ringing you to.
May.
How have you been?
I've been very well, thank you. Hoping for your call.
Oh, well, I was actually just ringing to, Patrick, pause. Why would May ring Mr. May directly? Isn't he kind of like the big boss?
So, essentially, is as far as you know, this company is sort of like a like law firm structure where it's like there is a receptionist, but there is everybody's a lawyer, right? But there are senior lawyers and there are junior lawyers.
Okay.
He's a senior lawyer. That doesn't necessarily mean he is like absolute top dog, but he you do have his like direct number because of your association with him before. If you do want to instead do like the more general number for Mammon and Sons and be like, I don't want May specifically to instantly have knowledge that I'm asking questions about stuff, you can do that, but otherwise Mr. May is happy to keep a relationship with you. You really do get the sense that he's kind of like, you're maybe getting a bit of a discount on information. You're getting a lot of friendly chit chat. You got a direct line to the big guy because he is trying to kind of tempt you into taking some sort of exclusive contract with him or something.
Yeah, so it just occurred to me, I was like, wait, is this like ringing the CEO to ask for like a file that would be at the reception desk? That's fine. So I was like,
Yeah, it is not necessarily the CEO, but it is like, you know, Mr. May assumedly has a boss somewhere. That boss,
yeah,
as far as you know, may not be in this dimension.
yeah, cool.
But so yeah, it's you're calling the head of the office.
Yeah, cool. Um, Mr. May, I was ringing because I wanted to change the information request I have with you.
Oh, interesting. Of course.
Well,
What information are you hoping for?
I no longer need anything to do with Mr. Eldridge and Mr. Oshiberry, but
Interesting. So they've been found.
well, you know, I can't comment on such things, but I can tell you I no longer need that information.
Hmm.
And instead, I was perhaps wondering. You mentioned last time we spoke about, well, not you personally, but I was told there was a package that would basically alert me to anyone who was perhaps looking into me.
Yes, we can arrange that package. That is, of course, a little bit more expensive. The privacy of our customers is, of course, paramount unless the proper fees are paid.
Of course. Perhaps, well, I'm not looking for an ongoing monitoring situation. I just wanted to perhaps check past research into me. Is that something I could do?
Very well. We will draw up the appropriate contracts, and we can get you that information pretty quickly. We won't violate confidentiality. We have with any of our other clients, anyone that has signed a contract with us for information on you will get the fact that they are searching, but not any personally identifiable information. We also may have some other information from other information brokers who have not signed contracts with us specifically, and therefore we can share their personal details.
That would be greatly appreciated.
Very well. How much money does May have currently?
90 gold.
Because this is definitely an upcharge from like
Yeah.
normal information finding. There is this kind of thing about being like we don't particularly want to give out information about other clients. You know, trust is important. You once again, you think that you can get the money together by asking the others, or you know, making some sort of other deal with them, or offering like a piece of your soul, or like a favor, or something like that. Like that, they want you to be kind of ensnared in their system
Yeah.
to a certain extent, and you know that, which means allowing yourself at least the appearance of being ensnared does help you quite a bit.
Yeah. Can can they ask for some money from the Maharu under the guise of being an investigation into Kitsune?
You certainly can. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
maybe
how
that.
the original
Okay.
the original
Do it.
search was funded.
Do it. Be like, hey, we found Eldridge. He's dead. Pay up and use that money.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You could do like a reward bonus. You are looking at this sort of upgraded service, a one-time payment of 250 gold, which is steep.
That is
But
steep.
but being like, yeah, you know, I'll give you 50 and, you know, 1/9 of my soul or something. They'd probably be like, sold. And so you do have some leeway for negotiations for alternate payment.
What's
And,
the regeneration rate on
Yeah.
souls?
Yeah.
The regeneration rate is the more of your soul, especially original, that you have. Not altered by soul magic or anything. Not living with a warlock or anything. The faster it regenerates. At the point of like 1/10, 1/11th of your soul, like that kind of fractional, we're looking at full recovery in like a month. And to be honest, it's not going to affect you that much. Like most people, well, you probably had a conversation with Cal about this
Yes.
when
Yeah.
you were investigating demons. Most people would not really miss about 1/6 of their soul. You know, more than that, you definitely start to notice. Most people, that's the level in which if you didn't realize you gave it away, you wouldn't really see side effects. So doing like a a small fraction is kind of like, other than you knowing that you sold your soul and kind of the anxiety that comes with that, you are not sure there would be noticeable side effects.
Yeah, but May promised Cal. No, May will say, when he like quotes the price, she'll say, I see, all right. Let me have a think about how I can get that money together, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Of course, we also have a number of other payment options, souls,
Oh,
of
I'm
course,
aware.
both yours and others. But we also act on a information and favor system. If you have information valuable enough to share, we can trade information at a reduced price, or if you would perhaps owe us a favor in the future.
Um, I just think because information is difficult to quantify, right? Does anything come to May's mind that would be like a relatively
Yeah,
cheap
Jonas.
besides Jonas?
Yeah, Jonas stuff and ancient stuff, like the ampule and the rod and stuff. You're like
You know a bunch about the
immediately
library.
high value information. The thing is that you do know quite a bit about the library. You don't know what they don't know about the library, because remember that Mr.
True.
May was the first one to congratulate you on being a new member,
Yeah.
which implies that
He's
he at
happy.
least knows something. So the thing is that information is only valuable if they don't know it and care about it, which means it's
Yeah.
very hard to quantify. You
Yeah.
know Jonas stuff will be valuable, you know ancient stuff will be valuable, but also you don't want that getting out there, which means
Yes.
like
Yeah.
you don't know if being like, hey, Eldritch is dead and I found Kitsune and Kitsune didn't do it, is something they would care enough about to give you like a discount, versus they could be like, you could be like, yeah, I know the name of the ancient that founded the house, and they're like, this is the greatest information of all time. Of
Yeah.
course, whatever you want. It's very hard to judge the value of information, which is of course why they're in the information trading business.
Yeah, no, I think May's going to stick to her guns and just say, like, yeah, she'll be in touch. She's
Okay.
going to go with her original plan of trying to weasel some money out of the Maharu.
Yeah, absolutely. While May is on this call, Mr. May, of course, wishes you a great day. He actually says, "Have a great evening," which, because
Oh.
of the time change, implies he knows where in the world you are. But as you're kind of thinking on that as hanging up, we have a little conversation with Cal and Metal and Fish happening around the corner.
Or do we?
Or do we?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry.
I think you left Kekino kind of with May, of being like, we're gonna have an important
Yeah,
conversation.
but
Warn us
Kekino
if May's
can't-
done with her.
Yeah, this
Conversation.
is
Yeah.
closed circle, highly secret. Kekino cannot be privy to this information at this time.
Yeah, once May's kind of like fucked off and they're like just sitting around keeping an eye for the detective, Cal's like, Fish, I have to tell you something.
He's just like, anything.
I don't think Cal would have
Metal
reacted
looks
to that. I
between
just
the
think
two of
it's
you
so
like,
funny
what?
about how like sincere that was. What were you saying, Patrick?
Metal just kind of looks between the two of you like, what? Metal is also judging how serious to take that.
Cal goes, okay, I'm glad you're taking this seriously. So I was telling you earlier about the seduction, I guess.
Sure.
Metal's like, I really don't know what direction this is going.
Metal is like, we're having a secret conversation about something important. I assume the murder. I would do anything for you. Weird, not the direction I think it was going. We were flirting so hardcore with Kitsune. Again, an entirely different direction and not where I thought we were going.
I got a lead that ties into a suspicion I've been having for a long time. The Metal has had as well, separately.
I have?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Trust your instincts. You're a detective.
Yeah. Yeah.
It.
I'm a detective. Okay.
You are Metal.
Thank you.
I am confident that Clore is lying. To what extent and to what end, I don't know. But I am confident she's lying. Both she and the man we met as Mr. George do not have any employment at the place that they're supposed to hail from. I met the real Mr. Edmund George today. Could not recognize him, did not recognize me.
That doesn't make any sense. They were working with, they were, no, they were managing a lot of deals with the society for antiquities, and I guess we never saw proof that they were from the department. Huh.
Metal told me as well that Calor has been far more hostile to her in private than she's really been to either of us, let alone May, and she suspects that she may have done attempted memory magic on Metal at some point after asking about all of us.
Yeah.
You're kidding. No, of
You
course you're not.
remember, and you have to remember the woman who was holding Henry captive. Same height, same build.
Oh, Sega. Yeah.
Look, maybe I'm taking this to the farthest possible extreme, but as you said, it always leads back to Jonas.
It does.
And I've never trusted that woman, not for one singular second.
You haven't.
So, obviously, we're having this conversation without May. I don't like leaving May in the dark, but May thinks she's unstoppable and that she can change anyone's mind. Even if we did tell her that Kalor was on the wrong path, she would just take it as motivation to sinner her.
Yeah.
And she would laugh in our faces if we said that she was working with Jimmy. Which, to be fair, I don't actually have any evidence of, but I think I'm right. Right? You think I'm right.
I mean, I don't know
Metal.
that you're right, but I know that it's suspicious, and Jonas does seem to be sort of under every rock we turn over.
I'm just saying, if I was Jonas wanting to investigate and creep on everybody, I would pretend to be Mr. Edmund George.
Why do you want to dance with you?
I don't know, fuck with me? I mean, it makes more sense
Exactly.
with a random stranger. Exactly. Makes more
To
sense
fuck
with a
with
stranger
you.
approaching me.
To
Had no idea
extract
who I was.
information. Why would he be interested?
Exactly.
It makes sense. You're right.
I don't think metal is like firm enough in her beliefs to go like, why would Jonas disguise himself as a weird old man that you run into every once in a while? So instead, she's like, yeah, yeah.
Three idiots going, exactly!
Exactly. Okay. So we take this seriously. We
We
block
take this seriously.
we block
We
any
investigate.
attempt we block any attempt that she makes to connect with us or extract information, first of all.
But we
Inve-
also need to continue acting the way that we've always acted. I can be standoffish, but you shouldn't be.
Yeah. No. All right. I'll keep it up.
We don't let May get
Metal.
in danger, but also May can handle herself, and any sudden pulling away from our influence will seem suspicious. If she breaks up with her on her own terms, fine. But, we can't be like, oh, you're not allowed to see her anymore. Like, I'm terrified that I'm going to come to this conclusion of we need to keep May out of the loop so she doesn't act too hastily or dismiss us, and then I'm going to end up having to find someone else in pieces again.
Yeah. I don't like leaving May out of it, but just for now, I think the safest thing to do is that, and I trust her to, when the time comes, get up to speed real quick.
And we're not telling Kekino?
No, because he'll just blab
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shekino will be the leader of team We Can Fix Her.
Yeah. Yeah. I think when you were like acting normal, you were like, Metal, can you keep from acting really nervous and suspicious of her? You were already very nervous about her. Never mind, you're good.
And then while we're having this moment as well, Fish goes, so Carter is leading the Maharu, right?
I think it's the professor.
Oh, the professor. Okay.
Oh,
But,
I'm
like, why
such
would
a
he
thought he
do
dirty
liked
old
May.
man. No, absolutely not. He's trying to kill May.
Oh, I thought he liked May.
Yeah,
That's what he wants you to think.
I thought
Oh,
that it was being
no.
set up that it was okay. I mean, sure. What? And I'm sure he also killed her parents.
Truly, we don't trust anyone. I'm not just saying, Metal, you don't trust your older family authority figures. Fish, I really don't know
Sure.
anything about except your father, but I'm sure there's something going on there. And obviously, with
Well, I
myself.
mean, teacher always came through for me, and he was an old man.
I don't know who that is.
You know, my mentor. Fuck. Come on, Danielle. Fuck. You don't even remember my backstory.
Anytime anyone would ask you questions about yourself in those first couple weeks, you would just make something up or distract or pivot to asking Metal a question. I genuinely.
Fish, when we
Who
met,
is
you
this
told me
man?
you learned magic from a giant squid while you were scuba diving.
I
And I
did,
remember the
though.
line in Turtle.
No, it's not true. I taught magic to
Okay.
a squid once, though.
Fish,
Okay.
you can tell me
Wait.
all about your teacher. Alright. If they were a positive influence, I'm happy to hear it. I'm just saying, there's precedence.
I trust you.
Thank you. I trust you too.
I'm still a little unsure on the professor thing, but as long as
Okay, that was secondary. Look,
as long as we're on
I
the
only
lookout.
came up with that theory 20 minutes ago. I'm sure I'm going to come up with more for it very soon.
We'll talk to him. We'll scope him out.
Yes, exactly. Right. You can tell. You can tell the difference between talking to Tail versus Tinnitus.
Yeah, without a doubt. That dude had evil written all over him.
Metal, did we tell you he's dead?
Yeah, you sent me a letter.
Okay, good. Yeah, no, at least killed him.
Yeah, you said that. It was actually, it was pretty graphic, but thank you. I think I needed that closure too.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway.
we all needed to have the mental image in our head.
Cal looks at Fish and does, "Thank you for listening," and then remembers that she kissed Metal on the cheek as a like acknowledgement and show of affection about being like, "Thank you, trusted circle," and then just looks at Fish awkwardly and doesn't do anything.
Fish goes, "You're welcome."
Right. Okay. That's now looks
So,
busy
do
and
we
normal when
care
Metal
about
May
this
comes back.
detective getting beaten up, or what's going on?
No. Metal,
All right.
do you know this man?
No, I met him the other day. He hates the Maharu, but as
Yeah, but okay,
baseline.
that's not a standard.
As you're kind of having this chat, you hear from Kickin. May's done with her call as May comes around the corner, and yeah, you can just.
Hey, girl! No,
Hey,
I would never do that.
girlfriend! How's it going?
They
Um,
want so much money. I think I'm going to get a Maharu.
How much you need?
250 gold for a once-off search. Isn't that crazy? But you see, I've got it all laid out. I'll tell the Maharu it's part of the investigation. And then I'll just, shh about it. So
Well, I mean, it's not a lie.
it's not a lie. It's very true.
Yeah. May, you fucking go for it. I think that you should scam these people as
So do
much
I.
for every piece of gold or penny that you could take them for.
They tried to kill me at the very least.
Exactly,
Really.
those fuckers. How dare they? And while we're at the meeting at the vault, we could steal some more money. While we're trying to find out what they're doing with my fingies.
You make a compelling point. And really, if they're trying to kill me, then obviously they had no intention of paying me in the first place.
No, exactly.
Get everything
Really
up front.
Turnabout's fair play.
Well, this is how you do business.
as you reach the alleyway leading into the bar, you see Detective Stone walking out of.
Black eye.
No, seemingly uninjured, just kind of murmuring to himself and writing in a notebook. And he notices you guys hanging around as he walks up to you.
Detective, how's it going?
Welcome to
Hey,
our alleyway.
what are you doing in this neighborhood?
Oh, well,
You
we
know.
stopped by for a drink earlier. They don't do the whiskey. It's just total piss, but the beer isn't bad.
It's pissed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beer's not bad because it's not made by them.
Exactly. Yeah, no, we've just been keeping an eye out. We were looking for Eldridge, like we said we'd be trying to help out. You heard anything on that? Any updates from your end?
No, just following up some leads, but I
Same with
noticed
us.
from the
Same with
from
us.
the from the blood tracking that you were spending a little time here, so I was hoping to run into you and see if you had anything to share.
Oh, you're actually keeping tabs on that, are you?
Oh yeah, it's an important
That-
case. We talked about that.
That's okay. So after when the case is finished, can we like take that off file? Because like I got places that are private that I just like to go by myself, and I don't really necessarily need people following me there.
Sure.
I would roll for insight if I were you.
I'd like sure.
Persuasion, I guess, alternatively.
Yeah, persuasion.
No, don't track me. You're so sexy.
You're so You're kidding me. Nat 20, 24. Stop tracking me.
Delete
Stop
that.
it right now.
Keeps the blood down the drain.
When you say stop tracking me, there's just a long pause as you're looking at each other, and then Stone goes, "Sure," and with his nat 1, you know he's lying. He's lying so bad. As
but he can't be persuaded.
Let me finish. As you continue,
Because I can. I've dialogue for it. It's like
as you continue staring at each other for a minute, he goes, "Look, Fish, you seem like a good sort. It's just because this is such an important case. Obviously, it'll be on file for a long time, but we don't look at it unless we've got an interest in you."
thanks.
You know.
I appreciate it. I don't want any trouble. It's just I'm raising my kid out of the magic community just to see, just try and get him socialized and stuff. And it's just, yeah. And so, like, we don't really need sanctuary types poking around. You get it.
I mean, what sanctuary territory do you live in, if you don't mind me asking?
I do mind.
Okay, it's just, if it's not in England, why would we care where you are?
Exactly. So why would you keep the blood on file?
Well, you offered. I mean, we can.
We'll talk
we've got
about
a
it, man.
whole-
We'll talk
We've
about
got
it.
a whole. We've got a whole cabinet that's just
No, we got a
people
whole-
giving samples
no,
that we
it's
don't
alright.
use.
Listen, man. You don't have to worry about me causing any trouble. I'm just here to help.
Hmm. It's really this argument is kind of like yeah, I did that to convince you, not because I thought you'd use it. It's very much you offering your DNA or your fingerprints or something to the police, where it's like, thanks, I do trust you, and then they kind of like put it away in the file, and you're like, what are you doing with it? It's like, well, this is gonna live in the file forever. You knew that, right? You knew that when you offered, right? Yeah.
No, I wasn't thinking that hard.
No, the best he seems to be offering is being like, we don't really have a reason to look at that stuff, and it does like take time and resources to like find people based on this. It's not automatic, but there is this little tone of like, well, you shouldn't be worried if you have nothing to hide.
No, I don't have anything to
Because you-
hide.
Because you are talking to a cop.
If you got nothing to hide, you got nothing to fear. I know how it is.
Mm-hmm. You do think that with your nat 20, you are not going to convince him to get rid of it or destroy it. You can genuinely be like, hey man, it's been like 2 months. Do you still have my blood on file? Or it could be like, oh yeah, we put that in deep storage already. Nobody's looked at it. Don't worry. Like, you can't encourage him to get rid of it. You can't encourage him to like not use it. And with
Okay.
that nat 20, he's even if he uses it again to track you again in this case, he's going to stop telling you because it upsets you. So he is going to like subconsciously avoid using it.
Yeah. I apologize for the derailment. Are we gonna tell him that Eldritch is dead?
Well, they already fucking are tracking us to random hotel rooms, so yeah, we probably should.
You don't get the sense that it's that specific. That
Okay.
you were just in this town, and he was like, I wonder if they're at this bar that's in this town because reasons he is not revealed, or because that's like the only
source of like sorcerous information in the area. Like, you don't actually know what he was doing here, just that he kind of was a little bit suspicious that you guys were here. It may
Okay.
entirely be like he knows something and was like, do they know something because they're also in this place? But I was
Mr.
laughing. I was laughing just thinking about you. As Fish actually turning to Cal and going, so are we
So
telling him
we-
Eldridge is dead or what?
So Fish goes, oh yeah, we heard about like a local dude that died. Yeah, is that something you heard about in the bar?
Yeah, that's actually why I was here. Johann
Yeah,
Nerv.
pretty sad. Yeah, don't know anything about him though, and I
Yeah.
don't think he's relevant to the case. So I mean, like you probably should care, but we don't.
Yes. The only thing we know is what the bartender seems pretty intent on telling everybody, which is you're not getting any money out of him now.
Yeah, that's the standard line if a patron dies. Normally, a murder like Johann is just like every other murder, investigated, trying to find out who is responsible. The strange thing is, and he like steps a little closer to you and kind of like looks around a little bit conspiratorially, and he goes, the strange thing is when your superiors order you to not investigate a very normal seeming murder.
His superiors being the administrator.
Directly from the administrator, perhaps from the mouth of the Maharu.
Perhaps. Well, perhaps, May.
Perhaps.
And like it's like nodding, like yeah, we all fucking get it.
Let's say I'm curious in a less than official professional capacity.
Well, in a less than professional capacity, we may have found the guy.
Johann, his body's been found already.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
You found his body? He's been chilling in the morgue for like 3 days now.
Yeah, no, we went to the morgue and we found it there. We found it there at the morgue.
Fish does love a joke.
Yeah. I'm a funny guy.
Funny guy.
Is there any information you can share with me on Johann?
What did, this is Emily saying this, what did Kitsune say to us specifically about Johann again? I've got to be honest, that was kind of overshadowed by all the other things that he was doing.
That they were. It was like that they were.
He was
God,
involved with
what
the
were they-
Maharu at a ritual, maybe?
Yes. What exactly it was is pretty unclear because again, it is Kitsune. But that Johann was wanted by someone in the Maharu, or maybe Eldridge wanted to talk to him or something. Not 100% clear. It's very hard to keep Kitsune on topic.
Yes.
That doesn't matter because, frankly, it's still worth sharing. But because it's like, oh yeah, we know we had ties to the Maharu in a way that probably are related to his death.
That's, I mean, we suspected, but that's new information. Do you know Johann or anything about him?
Unfortunately, got here too late.
Guess he was in debt to a lot of people. That's really all.
Yes, Mr. Nerve was someone who had taken the amnesty after the war. He served on the other side, so to speak, a follower of the Faceless Ones, a sort of more minor aide-de-camp of
a barren vengeance.
I see.
My sources, unofficially, mind you, are that he has been racking up a lot of debt and was perhaps less enthusiastic in his worship of the Faceless Ones as he once was. Seems like he hasn't been spending a lot of time with the others recently, despite his once well-placed position in the enemy army. And
I
now,
imagine that would earn him a lot of enemies from old friends.
exactly, and perhaps may cause him to make more enemies if he decided to, I don't know, sell information or pass along things that should be a secret. There's a reason that the gentleman holding court in the bar there, Krav, are you familiar?
I have recently become acquainted with the man.
He's a member of this old guard, the Diablerie. They're called Servants of the Faceless, and he came into town just as Johann died. Fairly certain that that was his doing, but can't prove it if no one will talk to me.
No. Well, listen, Stone, we'll keep an eye out for you, and help out where we can.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. No worries. We got each other's back.
It's been entirely lost his British accent while I was in the middle of talking to him. Whatever.
That's okay. Fish did that. You know that meme where it's like, "Hey, what are your pronouns?" And then you like have stolen them.
Yeah.
It's like, "Hey, what's your accent?" Adds it to mine.
Yeah, Fish is gone. Don't worry, Governor. We'll help you.
Yeah. Don't
And
worry,
Stone is like,
Governor.
this feels offensive. Where did my accent go?
Don't worry about it, mate. Oh, would you look at the blooming time? We best be getting back.
But yeah, it does seem to be this open question about okay, so Johann had enemies. Who killed him? Why would the Maharu not want an investigation of this murder that they maybe didn't conduct? And yeah.
I'm done with Starn.
Fish says that out loud.
Fish
Right, I'm
says
done
that
with
out
you.
loud.
Bye.
I'm done with
Much
Stone.
like Turn and being like, "Are we gonna tell him about Elrond?"
Yeah, I do think you do need to kind of make a call about if you're telling him that information. Otherwise, yeah, we're done with this scene, and you can try and yeah, figure something else out.
Fish does the sign to mate, open up the group chat.
There is something I forgot that I was going to mention, which is Stone says the murder was strange too. Single cut across the throat in a locked room.
Huh. I wonder how that might have happened, and if the killer is still at large.
Well,
May
I'll keep an eye on Grav,
And
but there's
so-
nothing to do.
Yeah, May opens up the group chat and she says,
I think we should tell him. Guys, I think we should tell him.
I think we should tell him. I think we should tell him that we attempted to get into Eldridge's hotel room and couldn't.
Give him the info, he finds the body. Yeah.
Agreed.
Um,
May we leave Fish to do it because Fish is the stone expert at this point.
I'm sorry. No, May can do it.
No, because you're the one who's interacted with him the most, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Fish is like, oh, right,
Again,
mate.
having this argument in front of him. Tell him, no, it's impolite. You can tell him. Tell me what.
Don't worry about guys. Come on, just.
Somebody tell me what you're thinking. Yeah.
Well, like you said, you were here following your leads, and we said we're here following ours. I think we just missed Eldritch at the room where he's supposedly staying. We've got that info. We were thinking of heading back to our hotel for now, but maybe we could leave it with you. Like, would you be like, is that okay if you follow up maybe a bit later or whenever?
Yes. No. Any information you can help, and that would be great.
Metal can hand that stuff over because she had it.
Metal hands over the address. It was like, here you go. Okay, bye. As you're like walking away, he's like, wait, this is this hotel.
Yeah, no, we just can't. We were just there, and we couldn't get him. It said do not disturb, and we we're like, damn, guess he's napping.
All right. I'll bring a sensitive team out here. We'll go speak to the receptionist. Thank you. No, this is very helpful.
You're welcome.
Well, good luck. Bye.
I hope you find him. I hope he comes back safe and sound. His poor wife.
Yes.
We gotta get
simultaneously helping him and making his day worse. You interact with Stone and give him a hint that will take him towards the dead body. Now, as the sun is like well and truly down and the streetlights have started to come on, you can follow Cal's conspiracy theory and track down the professor of the museum to interrogate him, or you can go to bed, or is there any other lingering threads? I guess you could try to break into the vault tonight. I don't know why you would, but
No.
Not especially with the time. So,
Yeah.
Well, I think how much longer do you want to go, Ellie?
Not more than half an hour, if that's okay.
Okay, so I think we either do a little scene or just now.
I don't have anything that I wanted to cover. How about you, Mooney?
No.
Nothing for me either. I was just going to have her be like, oh, I'm so tired, I'm going to go to bed. So in case you guys didn't want to... Yeah.
Right. Well, quick, we have to say it before he does. Next time on Well-Dressed Bar.
Yeah, Patrick, unless there's something you wanted to do with, like, Kakano or something.
Yeah, let me guess.
Nope.
May's going to open her hotel room door, and
there's another fucking
message.
nerd.
It's just Willie Ray Sanguine standing there going, hey, I'm supposed to kill you.
Hey, darling.
Today on the bed, like, I think we get the party started early.
As everybody heads back to the hotel room, with a feeling of dread, May opens the door, and you see a naked Kalor on the bed, and then Cal walks in after you and goes, no, that's not what happens. But you get back to the hotel, and perhaps more suspicious of the Maharu, now with confirmation that they were after you, although there has not been another attempt on your life since. But more...
Actually, can May do a symbol check on our rooms for, like, eavesdropping stuff?
Absolutely you can.
Yeah.
Give me a simple check.
That's a nat 1 that goes up to a 9.
Oh.
You, the most obvious place for symbols, especially trap symbols, like to blow you up, are in the doorframe. You search the doorframe pretty thoroughly, and you don't see any symbols.
Cool.
Look,
Hopefully you
we're
guys
not
don't worry
really
about it.
talking about sensitive information in the room anyway. So
No,
don't
Yeah,
worry
let's just
about it.
not. But yeah, you do a quick glance around the rest of the room. Don't see any symbols, nothing hidden in the artwork or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's totally safe, guys. Spill your darkest secrets.
Cal is like, okay, don't laugh at me. I genuinely want notes, and recreates what she did with the actual Edmund George for fish.
Oh, and they end up accidentally kind of doing a kitsune, like being like, mm.
You smiled at him, you say. Show me what that looks like.
Hekino is also there, just with a little notepad, going, "And why did you do this? Interesting. Okay."
And Finn's just like, oh right. And so like basically this complete stranger, you just acted like you were interested in him.
I thought that was the only way to get out of that without anyone asking follow-up questions.
No, it makes complete sense. It would have worked on me. It could work right now.
Okay. Okay, but what would I need to get from you?
Exactly. Anyway, good night.
This is not like totally out of like, it's like not secret from May, but it's just kind of a, like, Cal and Fish are doing a weird thing, and I guess it's learning how to socialize Cal. Oh well.
Yeah.
Fish comes
at
back
this-
into the room and May's already passed out. Fish is just laying there like, I really want to have girl talk with May about this, but I can't. I can't do it.
Yeah, Kagano is sitting there with with his notebook, going, "Do you think this was the most effective use of my swears? Do you
Oh.
think there's other swears I could have used instead?" And then May's like, "Yeah, Kagano, you can." And he's just like he's still analyzing his swearing.
Fish like can replay and like perceive Kekino's memory, right?
Yeah.
So they do that for the fuck moment, and they're like, "Oh my god, that's so hilarious! You did so good, my boy, my baby boy."
Does that mean I earn more swears?
Maybe for the end of the case, just to to tie it all together into a nice little bow.
You know, Kekano, I like that you don't swear. It's refreshing.
Oh, okay. Well,
Kekino, you
I
do
can
whatever
swear-
you want.
I can swear sometimes.
Yeah,
Okay.
as frequently as you like or don't like. It doesn't matter. It's up to you.
Okay. And second opinion from Mom.
You can do whatever you want, but just understand that any behavior you do may cause people to like you. Yes, less. I love you no
Just
matter what. I love you, and I love you no matter what. But I mean, I like you as you are, which doesn't swear very much, and it is possible that other people won't like you if you swear all the time.
I gotta be careful with this swearing. Oh my goodness.
Well, yeah, you got to be careful with anything.
Fish famously
swearing
really
is so
cares about
powerful.
other people's opinion.
Sure,
Yes, Dad cares a lot about other people's opinions.
a lot. To an unhealthy degree, what you could even say.
Fish is like, haha, yeah, I do. And Kekino's like, yes, Dad does.
Okay, stop agreeing.
And with everyone kind of settling in for the night, exhausted from all the information that they've gleaned, especially from the incredibly chatty Kitsune, we end today's session of Well Dressed Bones. Tomorrow will be some sort of ritual at the the Maharu headquarters. Maybe that'll be an opportunity to get into the vault, or at least to see what's going on there. At the very least, good information gathering opportunity. And the day after is a meeting of some kind between the Maharu and the people from the Abomination. And Jonas is the one who coordinated that meeting, so it is entirely possible he will be in attendance too. And we will find out next time on Well Dressed Bones. Thank you, everyone. Good night.